Just gonna wait it out for a second. Wait it out. Like how we wait it out. I don't know what waiting it out means. I don't even know what wait means. You ever waited before? I'm fucking very impatient. I don't wait at all.
I'm the complete opposite.
Oh, you're patient. Oh,
very
it
patient.
is. So I'm glad you're with me. It is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and start this podcast. My nigga, what would you have done if Vince McMahon did that to you?
I would have slapped the shit out of his damn senile, dry-skinned ass. So, like, the fuck you say to me, bitch?
Destroying lives. It is what it is. What it was going to be, man. It's Beer Drink here, Dear Vince Podcast. We're not going to give it an episode number. This right here is the Raw Draft recap, folks. We're going to talk about that Raw Draft, the good, the bad, the ugly, the
straight up fucked up.
Yeah, the straight up fucked up. We already got people up. We already got people listening, man. We already got people watching. So it is what it is. But
y'all stayed up late.
Yeah,
to watch us, man. Y'all are awesome.
Up.
Y'all are awesome, man.
That's what it does, man. And another thing, like always, or not, I ain't gonna say like always because we just started doing these recaps on the individual shows. At the end of the podcast, we're gonna actually give it our marking, aka our ranking. Since we're marks, we're not in the business, right?
Right. That's true.
We're gonna give it our marks. But we ready to go, man. That was loud as hell. That didn't scare the shit out of you?
Nah.
Man, you hardcore. But shit, the show started up. I'm gonna let you kind of take the lead. I just watched it because, like I said, I was a bit behind. That's the reason why. It's blame it on me. For anybody watching this, blame it on me. He was ready to go. He watched the shit live. I got back a little bit late, so I had to watch it from the Buddy Murphy match on to the end, and then loop back around and watch it from the beginning to Buddy Murphy's walkout. But that Buddy Murphy match was definitely a good match, man. Buddy Murphy is gold when it comes to fucking in-ring performance. He has that look. Yeah. He's the fucking total package straight up, man. Yeah. And I know that's kind of not in order, but just for the fact that it's so fresh on me, because like I watched it almost a time and a half. What did you think of that match?
I think it was exactly what you would expect it to be from two spectacular top caliber athletes.
And by the way, this is George Kennebrew, the wrestling mastermind. What?
Y'all know who the fuck I am, man. Y'all see the lower third, man. Y'all know who the fuck I am. I ain't gotta say that. And if you don't, you know what I'm saying? You know, get your head out of your ass cheeks, like for real. It don't belong there anyway. But no, like I said, the match between Murphy and Alexander is exactly what you would expect from two top caliber performers such as these two. And in particular, you were talking about Murphy. You know, Murphy, I know they give him the gimmick of WWE's best kept secret, but to a certain extent, no kayfabe, but it's actually true. He actually is one of the better performers in the company. It's just the fact that, you know, the guy who's running it is a dry-skinned, senile, you know, not up to date 75, 78-year-old fossil, you know, who's still stuck in his glory days.
Yeah, definitely that.
Now,
definitely that.
If another individual who is closely associated with Vince McMahon was operating things, so to speak, then we probably would see more of Buddy Murphy, and we wouldn't, you know, view him as the best kept secret or whatever the case may be.
Right, I feel you.
Yeah, but I mean, but I mean, it is what it is, though, man. I mean, yeah, it really doesn't surprise me. Yeah. I mean, both of these dudes, you know, could put on a great match any day, anytime, you know, any season of the year. You know, I would never be disappointed watching these two wrestle each other. I think really.
Hey, one thing though that really kind of triggered me: Cedric Alexander hasn't even been drafted yet, so he's just in there. Am I right?
Actually, he has been drafted.
Oh, he was drafted.
He was drafted to Raw.
Okay, Cedric Alexander. Oh, it was Apollo Crews. That's what it was. That's
yeah,
what it was. My bad.
Right.
And I'm racist just because he's black. But anyway, go ahead, man.
But no, I was just saying, like, just in terms of now that Buddy Murphy has a actual brand that he's going to be on, I think the biggest question now is that, you know, is Raw Creative going to continue to keep him as a quintessential secret, or are we going to actually see more of this dude? And the Tara page out of your book, are they really going to let this guy cook? Because
definitely.
I believe, you know, if you really gave him the time to really go out there and showcase his abilities in the ring more often, if you want to talk about just spearheading, you know, I guess if you want to call it a cruiserweight division, I guess we can't say that anymore because 205 Live is pretty much non-existent. But I'll say
no NXT show, so that's going to be for those guys.
Right. But in terms of just, you know, these, you know, luchador style performers that are on Monday Night Raw, you know, in terms of kind of being the catalyst for that, if you really let Murphy go out there and showcase and shine and really do what he's capable of, then he could possibly lead the charge there, as can Alexander. But definitely. Of course,
Alexander, they ain't gonna let Alexander cook. You already know.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I was just about to say, but because they still have this 78-year-old dry skin fossil running things and making the final decisions, we're gonna only see these guys in parts instead of seeing the whole thing. And that's what really pisses me off.
In a way, they're gonna use them. They're just gonna use them. Like, you know what? We need a good fucking exciting match. Let's throw them in the top two matches of the fucking start of the Raw show. Right?
They're gonna use them to get everybody else over. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna use, they're gonna use them all right.
I don't even think they're gonna really use them to get people over. I think that now that we have alternatives to the WWE Raw, SmackDown, even the, like, brand or like companies, period, I think they're gonna pit the guys that could actually fucking go together in matches that really don't matter.
I really hope,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's what it's gonna be. So we're gonna get to watch good matches and good. We're gonna get to see good matches out of Buddy Murphy, Alexander. We're gonna see good matches out of even Ricochet, like all the guys. But I don't think that they're gonna fuck. They're not gonna. I'll put it this way: they're gonna let them cook in the ring against each other, but they're not gonna write shit for them. They're not gonna write them in any dope stories. They're not gonna put.
And that's exactly what my whole anger is about. It's not necessarily the performance in the ring, but do they have a fucking story? That's what I really want the most for Murphy, Alexander, Ricochet, etc. I want a fucking story that I can emotionally invest in, and I want this story to lead me down a path to where when we get to the end of this story, it's going to be a successful story, aka a championship win.
Yeah, definitely.
Starters. But like I said, being that we got that 78 dry skin, senile, stuck in his glory days old man back there calling the shots, we're only going to see them in parts. Or to your point, we just may see a very good match out of them, but we really won't get to see them go on a journey and really, you know, lead to achieving something great in WWE. And see, the thing of it is like another thing about this damn draft, you know, that really burned me up too, is the fact that it's so damn predictable in the sense of you're just basically putting, like my mother made a very good point. It's just like you're putting these people that were pretty much, you know, dilly-dallying from Raw and SmackDown, and we're gonna eventually like be mainstays on these brands anyway. With this draft, you made it so fucking predictable that now it's just been made official. Now they're officially on Raw. Now they're officially on SmackDown.
Yeah, there were absolutely no.
There were no real draft picks
or anything.
There was no real draft picks.
You know what actually sucks even about this draft the fact that I think they broke up even one faction, one team, and it was fucking R-Truth and Carmella.
Yeah.
They kept the New Day the same, which is another testament that Kofi's done.
Right.
Back to the New Day.
Right.
And they're not gonna break up the New Day because they fucking sell a lot of merchandise and shit like that. So
and they get over too. I mean, to their credit, they're really over.
Yeah, but they didn't do anything. They didn't do anything as far as breaking up. They didn't break up a tag team. They didn't break like I said. And the only thing that they broke up really was R-Truth and Carmella. And I find it funny that Carmella has been pushed as of late. Like she's done something right. And she's on that fucking SmackDown brand right now.
Yeah, but the thing of it is like I heard I don't know who it was that I heard. I think I was listening to another podcast before we came on air here, and I think the dude was saying now that Carmella is officially on SmackDown, is she going to be the babyface to challenge Bayley? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, because she's not really even like a clean cut baby face. You know what I'm saying?
She's not a clean cut baby face. I mean, and she doesn't have to be. But what I'm saying is that she hasn't been built or pushed enough
as a wrestler,
as an in-ring performer to really give you that confidence and that sense of like, oh, she could really match up with Bayley inside the ring. Yeah. And we know that's far from the truth. No disrespect to Carmella, but she still needs some work. She really does. Now, I will say this, now that she's, officially landed somewhere, the question is, will SmackDown Creative take that chance on her and really allow her to get those reps and to really, develop as time goes by to the point where one day we can say, okay, Carmella is legit enough to where she could possibly, be the woman to take down Bayley eventually. But right now, it's not her.
She's not ready. She's not ready at all.
She's not ready.
Well, shit, hey, let's rewind back to the front end of the show. That way we could just have a timeline to make it to the end and give our mark. So the show started off stupid. I liked it. Yeah. But they started off with the Firefly Funhouse, correct?
Yeah.
They started off with that, which was like, okay, cool, great job. You start off with the Firefly Funhouse. Though Bray is part of the SmackDown.
SmackDown, right? Yeah, SmackDown guy now.
So what did you think of that, man? Hold up. Seth Rollins is Raw, though, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, basically, I was thinking, basically like, okay, what the fuck? Like, did this guy just not get drafted to SmackDown? Like, see, this is another thing that really burns me up 500 degrees about WWE is they break their own fucking rules
immediately.
Like, why? Like, why do you intend on breaking your own damn rules and continuing to shatter our intelligence as grown fucking adults? Like, the obnoxious arrogance of this company, like, really eats at me sometimes because it's just like,
do you have a rant coming on? Do we have a rant coming on? Because I'm about to give you the stage. If we have
you know what? Yeah, go ahead and give me the main screen real quick. Okay, so here's my thing, DVP listeners or watchers, I should say. Like, what really eats at me the most is the fact of WWE is so obnoxiously arrogant, and the fact that they break their own damn rules and continue to play us, like a video game, and we're grown fucking adults. It's like that didn't go over our head, Vince.
Yeah.
Just a couple of days ago, we know Bray Wyatt just got drafted to SmackDown. So why in the fuck do you insist on having this man be on Raw to continue a feud that you royally fucked up on, and then had the nerve to damn laugh at the shit, which shows how more obnoxiously arrogant you are, and just insist on telling us like, oh, okay, I know Bray is a SmackDown guy, but you know what? We gotta finish this feud. We gotta, get the legitimate payoff to this feud. Newsflash, Vince, you had that damn chance a couple of weeks ago at an event called Hell in the fucking Cell.
Yeah.
But no, what you wanted to do. But what did you want to do? No, you wanted the curb stomp the Fiend 10 times. Then you wanted to have Seth, go bat shit crazy and, basically bring out the whole entire the whole entire batch of what was up under the ring. And literally, well, no, I'm not gonna say literally, but to a certain extent, murder what was supposed to be your hottest superstar in the company at this present time.
Yep.
Just to prove how unstoppable and how much of an irresistible force that the Fiend is. It's plenty different ways you could have done that, Vince.
Definitely.
But the simple fact of, number one, you know that you're fucking desperate. Number two, you know you're fucking insecure. And number three, the reason why you're desperate and insecure is because there's a new sensation out there that goes by 3 letters, which is AEW, that is actually bringing legitimacy and authenticity and is not shattering our intelligence as professional wrestling fans and as grown adults, and it's actually putting logic back into professional wrestling. Something that you seemingly forgot to do over these past 5 or 6 fucking years.
Yep.
So with all of that being said, being that you know that you failed tremendously at trying to get the Fiend over, or Bray Wyatt over, or whatever the hell you want to call him over, when you could have just continued down this path you were on of having this guy just terrorize legends and top stars on either brand, whatever the case may be, and just go from there. But no, of course, you being greedy ass, stubborn ass Vince, he's a hot commodity. We got to put the belt on him now. No, you don't. No, you don't. A championship belt does not fit around every superstar.
Yeah.
Like they don't. I
like that.
I'm saying, I'm serious though. Like, a championship belt does not fit around every superstar. You know why, Vince? Because there's a thing called getting over. And if you get over, if you have those millions and billions of fans chanting your name simultaneously.
Shout out to the Viking Raiders tonight. Holy fuck. They had the fans in the palm of their fucking hands. We'll get to that later, but my bad. I just had to remember that, so I'll remember the fuck that's a thing we got to definitely.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But I'm saying, like, if you don't need a championship belt to go around every superstar that's red hot in the company, Vince, because there's a thing called getting over. It's a thing called having 1,000,000 whatever fans chanting your name simultaneously throughout arenas across the country. That's all the validation you need. Because unlike having crowd support and popularity compared to having a championship belts come and go. Popularity doesn't. Getting over doesn't.
Yeah, definitely.
But for some reason, these past 10 something years recently, you've lost sight of that. And that's why your company is continuing to crumble in the ratings and in ticket sales and in attendance in arenas. In arenas, I should say. And your desperation. And the thing of it is, Vince, we see your desperation. We don't have to see you visually on the TV screen, but we could see it through your booking.
Hey, but you know one thing that you said even about desperation and how ticket sales, this, that, and the other are going down. The thing that I kind of noticed, that's the reason why I even brought up the Viking Raiders. in their match, and it was a good match. I'm not even taking anything away from that match. Mike and Raiders versus Dolph Ziggler, and
it was a pretty good match.
Yeah, it was a decent match. But the thing that I got from it was at the end, like I say, like getting close to the finish. After the finish, it was like it almost looked scripted. How much they showed the fans clapping and just interacting with or just loving the match, like from the end, like from getting close to the finish to afterwards. It almost looked like maybe they fucking had like a little pep rally before they went live on air, to be totally honest, man. And rewatch it back. They never show the fans that much afterward, but they were into
because I know what it is.
Yeah, they were into the match, but yeah, I think that they definitely kind of nudged the audience in the crowd. Maybe even
you know why they do that?
Money, something's gonna resurface of somebody having to.
You know why they do that?
Why?
Because there's no authenticity.
Yeah,
the fans are not authentically emotionally invested. That's what it is. That's why they gotta do pep rallies, as you say, or nudge them, or aggressively convince them to get into these shows, because there's no authenticity.
Trav Tries was cracking. We got Trav Tries in this bitch. He does food reviews over there on his YouTube channel. Definitely check out Trav Tries. We watch food reviews, but we're gonna talk some more wrestling.
Appreciate that, Trav. But yeah, like it's no authenticity. Like it's no genuine emotion invested into these brands or just this company in general. So yes, they have to aggressively convince them and tug on them and say, please, fans, please cheer, please, show appreciation for our superstars. Yes, they've gotten to the point where they've got to, figuratively get on their hands and knees and beg the quote unquote WWE universe to still invest in this company, because from the stubbornness and the constant arrogance of the people backstage that are supposed to be producing this and making this what it is, they're not doing a good job.
Yeah, they're not.
And in turn, it's visually showing up in the way that you're laying out these shows, both on Raw and SmackDown.
Quick shout out John Martinez. He dropped a $2 what do you call it? Super chat. So I'm not used to him. But no, shout out to John Martinez for dropping $2
Appreciate
super
that,
chat.
man.
We'll be StreamYard Premium in no time.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
No, we fucking with you, but yeah, that's my whole thing, man.
That's
we killed them. We've killed them enough on that part.
No, I'm just saying, but I mean, it needs to. But see, this is my thing, though, man. Like, it's not even the fact, okay, of us, verbally killing them or dissing them or whatever you want to call it. It's not really an insult. This is really an opinion.
It's just an opinion.
This is us really speaking our mind, and we're not saying anything different than what every other WWE fan, in those arenas across the country are thinking.
Exactly.
We are no different from them. But again, going back to how desperate, how insecure, and how arrogant this company is, they're going to take it that way. They're going to be sensitive and they're going to take it to heart, because deep down they know that they're fucking up.
Yeah, definitely.
But the reason why they won't never admit it and won't try to do better, because they got a whole lot of this.
Yeah, they do.
Because they got a whole lot of this, unfortunately, that can cover up for all of these for all of these errors that they've constantly made.
But then the rebuttal to what they're doing is AEW, and Tony Khan has a whole lot of this as well. So they got to keep their nose. They got to keep their nose clean.
No, but you know what the difference is between AEW and Tony Khan and WWE and Vince McMahon? Tony Khan is spending his money wisely.
Yeah.
He's actually
and he's letting the boys. I'm not part of the business, so I shouldn't say that. But he's letting the boys run it. He's letting the people that actually are in tune and in touch with the fans and actually seeing what works and what doesn't work.
And you know what that's called?
He's letting them fucking run the shit.
And you know what that's called? That's called being smart enough to have people in the room that are smarter than you. That's what you call humility.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you call understanding.
There's not a humble bone in Vince McMahon's body. You already know that.
It's not.
You already know that.
But that's my point, though. That's my point. Tony Khan, even though he's been a wrestling fan all of his life, kudos to him for that. Even though he's been a professional wrestling fan all his life, he still understands. I am new to this. I am not smart enough to at least do this by myself. Now, Tony Khan can probably book. He probably can.
That was loud as fuck.
Tony Khan could probably book.
Yeah, he could.
But I don't think he's equipped or seasoned enough to book.
Or maybe his ego isn't as large. His ego isn't blown out of proportion to where
No, Tony Khan is not an egotistical man. And I've watched plenty of, or not watched, I should say, but I've listened to plenty of Tony Khan interviews on YouTube.
Hey, real quick, John Martinez says, and I noticed this, that's the reason why I want to spotlight this comment, because I actually have it up the way I'm gonna a little bit later when we get down to like more so of like talking about the draft. I noticed that Cesaro wasn't picked on either show, and he said Cesaro to NXT. Is there any truth in that? And if
I would not be in that, I would not be surprised if that was the case. I would assume because Cesaro was not drafted to either Raw or SmackDown, we could possibly end up seeing him show up this Wednesday night. And I think that would be I don't think it sucks. I think that would be the best place for Cesaro, because I'm gonna tell you why.
No, if he were booked right and he got a fucking right go, he was the man in on the main roster for a quick second. If they just let him go, he's one of those big guys. Exactly, for a second. But my thing, he's one of those big guys, and that's why I like Luchasaurus so much. Luchasaurus kind of reminds me of a Cesaro. Like, he's a big guy, but he can have like phenomenal matches and like competitive matches with people like Ricochet, like the smaller guys that like really are fucking truthfully probably 2 times faster than him, but he's good. He's just an all-around great athlete.
And you know why?
One of the best big men in the game right now.
And you know why he's one? And you know why he's all of that, including one of the best big men in professional wrestling? Because he wrestles for a fucking company that really values that, and they're not senile, and they're not stuck in another.
Lucha?
Yes.
No, but I'm saying Cesaro has the same,
because Cesaro is not in a company that values that.
Yeah. But no, but that's what I was saying. I was saying, like, that's the reason why I don't think that NXT. I mean, it is what it is. Because, like I said, it's like
I think it'd be a great move.
It is, but it's kind of like I kind of second change NXT in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, NXT ain't shit. Oh, it's fucking lower. It's the minor leagues. Like, you know what I'm saying? They pick and choose from that and shoot them to the WWE. But like, I mean, I understand it. Like, they're pretty much they're in competition with everyone else as well. But just I look at it to where if you have these guys like Finn Balor, like I was actually excited about Finn Balor being demoted to NXT, and that's fucked up. I said demoted. I don't give a fuck, y'all. I said demoted because I think that Finn Balor deserves that platform to where he's respected. He's over as fuck, like he was, but he was over on the main roster. But
he wasn't. Because
he was over.
Vince McMahon, he was over because the senile dry skin old man, the senile dry skin stuck in another time warp old man No, he's not. He wasn't over. No,
he was
no,
when he was Universal Champion.
I mean, I'm being sarcastic.
Oh yeah.
PvP watchers, jock sniffers.
Pull
your underwear down, okay? Like don't pull your underwear up too tight, okay? Like we don't want.
Ty, chill out, Ty.
Yeah, like we don't want no wedgies. We don't want no wedgies.
But no, so there's absolutely no validation on Cesaro popping up on NXT, or is it just pretty much like, okay, boom, he wasn't drafted?
I think they're just gonna keep it as a surprise.
Because my thing, you know that they still have what do you call it? Damn it. They have free agents, what they call it?
Yeah, free agents.
They still have free agents. So like, I mean, they could definitely like just and truthfully that'd be a good kind of fallback. Yeah, just to like pop, like, you know what I'm saying, shoot somebody on the show unexpectedly. Just how they could shoot Cesaro on NXT, he could just randomly show up on Raw or some shit. And truthfully, you know what I'm saying, maybe even in an angle, maybe even a fucking run in on somebody or some shit like that. So it's definitely all good. It's all gravy. We got Little Meow Meow. Did anyone notice? Let me put your shit in there real quick.
Did anyone notice that Luke Harper didn't get drafted?
Oh, yeah.
By the way, there's rumors that the OC and Undisputed Era forming in the near future, according to Dave Meltzer.
That would be fucking crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
But then that's another crazy thing that no one from the Undisputed Era even got drafted. Shit. The only NXT talent that even got pulled over to the main roster was Street Profits.
Street Profits. But I mean,
yeah, I know.
When you're talking about Undisputed Era, like they're holding all the gold right now, and you really just want to bury them and like have them all lose their championships. Like they're really like. I'll just go ahead and say it. They are the face of NXT right now.
Yeah, then they're the Bullet Club of NXT.
Yeah, so I mean, I understand why Triple H wouldn't want to pull the plug on them just yet, because you know they're one of the reasons why NXT is so popular as it is now.
Yeah, John Martinez said Harper's gone. His contract was only extended for 2 months. I didn't know anything about that.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, forgot about that contract. So that's definitely validity in that. Look at you, fucking John Martinez, with the fucking facts and people fucking beefing it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I like. He's a beast. Definitely, Luke Harper is a beast, but
he is.
You know what? Let's go. Fuck that. And truthfully, I never got behind the whole Luke Harper gimmick and whatnot. Shots fired.
He was. I believe with Harper. He was just one of those guys that they never really took time to really invest in, because I really believe if you had really given Harper a solid character that he could really work with, I think Luke Harper could have been something.
Big guys with big beards don't work to me. You know what I'm saying? Big, like Braun Strowman, yeah, but I think that's kind of the thing, the reason why he never.
I disagree. I think they can. I disagree. I think, dude.
Where is it worked other than Braun Strowman? Where has it worked and like worked for like I'll
give you that. It hasn't worked. Yeah, the proof is in the pudding. It hasn't worked, but I'm saying if you have the right creative staff in the company and they're talented enough to come up with a story and a gimmick that really fits the person, it can work.
If you have the right creative staff, I mean, you could have them right fucking what is his name? Marco Stunt.
Yeah.
Into a superstar. You know what I'm saying? You could have Rey Mysterio beat people like fucking the Giant, or not the Giant, the Giant, the Big Show. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but the thing of it is, that's why they get paid the money they get paid to be creative.
But they don't. They just over there. They're over there dicking around. They're over there playing.
You're right. You're right.
We got Armand Johnson. So what SmackDown don't get the 24/7 and women's tag team titles? I don't get it. It is what it is.
No. He's saying, no, hold on. Let me go back to that real quick. I think what he's trying to say is that we're no longer going to be able to see the 24/7 championship defended on SmackDown.
No, it will be.
And the women's.
R-Truth is on SmackDown, ain't he?
No, he's on Raw.
Raw. They kept them on Raw.
Yeah, he kept them on Raw. Yeah, I mean, to answer your question, Armand, yeah, that you're not going to see the 24/7 or the women's tag. Well, I don't know, because the women's tag team titles, they said, is not exclusive to one brand. So Asuka and Sane can still go and defend the belts on either brand,
which is a good thing. And I give the WWE credit on that. If you have a title, you should almost like a WBC fucking like how boxing is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you have two different brands and two different whatever associations, but yeah, I think that's actually a good idea. You know what I'm saying? As far as like having but the only thing that kind of fucks that up is the Universal and the WWE title. I think they need to get rid of one. I think they need to get rid of the Universal title because it just sounds stupid, and just fucking have the WWE title or go back to a world title.
You know what? It's funny that you mentioned that. You know what title that I miss in WWE? And I'm gonna see if you remember this.
Don't say the hardcore.
No.
I'm about to say.
I was gonna say the title that I miss in WWE. I'm gonna see if you remember this title. You probably do. You remember the Undisputed Championship?
Damn, I don't.
The championship. Think now. Brock Lesnar.
Did Dolph Ziggler get it first?
No.
Chris Jericho.
When Chris Jericho got it.
Yeah, I know Chris Jericho got it.
They ended up creating a title, an actual title out of it instead of it being two belts.
Yeah,
that's what
it should be.
It was the title that Eddie Guerrero won when he beat Brock at No Way Out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the undisputed title. They called it that. They called it the undisputed title at first, but then it transitioned into the WWE title.
But that in itself is stupid and creative. You have an undisputed title. You took the old WCW title and the WWE title and mixed it together. Is that what it was?
Yeah, they did that. They did that, but they actually made it into its own personal belt.
So why not just fucking cut the bullshit and just make the Universal title the fucking Universal title?
Yeah, just like the WWE World Universal title.
But then in order to give it some more validity, don't call it the fucking Universal title. Call it the fucking
WWE Universal.
Don't even say WWE. To give it more clout, just call it the fucking Undisputed World title.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or just bring back, like I said, just bring back the Undisputed belt and just let that be the main belt in the company. Like, fuck the WWE Championship. Just lay that to rest. Yeah. Put that to rest in the store, in the storehouse or the warehouse, whatever the hell y'all had.
That shit was loud as fuck. I didn't know that shit was gonna be that fucking long either. Did you hear that?
Yeah, that shit was pretty damn long.
I'm never touching that button again.
But I'm just saying, like, yeah, just do away with the WWE Championship and just have the WWE Undisputed Championship. That way, you'll have a lone title. So whoever the champion is, they can defend it on Raw, SmackDown, house shows. Hell, they can even show up to damn NXT if they want it.
Yeah.
In the belt. And that way, everybody has a chance to vie for the belt. So creatively, you can now
NXT wouldn't work. So NXT wouldn't work so much though. You know what I'm saying? Like they have to get the call up. Yeah, they have to get the call up.
Right. But as far as Raw and SmackDown go, if you just had something like the WWE Undisputed Championship, that way it would be much easier on the creative team for them to write stories, for, not only the top guys, but also the mid-card guys as well. Yeah. Or even if you move up an upper mid-card wrestler to, the main event division, or whatever you want to call it, he'll already be in the mix because you won't have to worry about, okay, is he going to go after the Universal or the WWE Championship? You'll just have one championship, so that way, if you're creative, you can write that story based on that path to the Undisputed Championship. And then on top of that, when they win it, that'll get them even more over, because not only are they the WWE champion, being that they're the champion of the company, but they're the undisputed champion. That means it's no question. You are the top guy. You are the man.
Exactly. And that's what's missing. That's what's missing in WWE. And that was another thing that it's kind of bullshit. And to be honest, and I'm not taking anything away from Kofi's run, but the fact that he was the WWE champion, while Brock the entire time was the Universal champion. We got to be real about this shit. Yeah. The real fucking title, the guy that I'll put it this way, the guy that, okay, they gave me this belt, or I won this belt. You're getting a pay increase. Brock, you already know he's probably the most paid up motherfucker over there, right?
Of course.
Kofi Kingston in the WWE title, I'm pretty sure that there's not much gains with that WWE title.
No, because they've devalued it. They haven't made it. They haven't made it the most important title anymore.
They devalued it, and at the same time, this is another thing. A quick hot take. They devalued the title and letting him grab it. And like I said, take nothing away from the actual WrestleMania moment that he had. But okay, on top of that, Fox deal. Who do you have squash him in 5 seconds? Brock Lesnar, which was the Universal guy, the Universal title holder for so long. No one fucking with him, right? And the Fox deal's huge. The Fox is now the A show. Raw's the B show. Don't give a fuck. They just fucking drafted Shelton Benjamin and that. Like, let's be real. SmackDown is the A show now that from the Fox show. They squashed Kofi Kingston, fucking diminishing even more his title run. Put the belt on Brock. The Universal belt is probably going away real soon. What do you think? I think the Universal belt probably going to go away real soon.
I totally agree with you, because first off, it was I'll say this, and no disrespect to Finn and Kevin, who in my opinion are the two truest and most legitimate Universal champions, if you ask me. Argue, you know, what do the young folks say? Let's argue, don't at me, or whatever.
Don't at me, yeah.
Right. But yeah, Owens and Balor to me are the two most truest legitimate Universal champions, period. Like,
people like them as the fucking title holders.
Right. But
John Martinez has a question. We go ahead and finish, but after that, we're gonna go ahead and knock out John Martinez's question. Which one is the better title?
Right. But all I was gonna say about the Universal Championship as a whole, it was doomed when it was first created. It was bound to be doomed. And the reason why I say that,
it got a bad reception, didn't it?
It did.
That's just as bad a reception as the fucking 24/7 belt is initially, because it looked stupid.
That's what I'm saying. All the Universal. But it was bound, you know, for destruction when it first got created and introduced. Because number one, you're putting another top, or you're creating another top championship in the company when you've got the fucking WWE belt.
Yep.
The WWE championship has prestige all in itself.
Yeah.
Going back to the 1900s or however the fuck long, it was around, or when it was created.
That was back in the Mork and Mindy days.
That's what I'm saying. And then on top of that, you've got Hall of Famers who've won the shit. Hogan, Savage, Flair, Michaels, Hart, Lesnar, Cena, Taker, Psycho Sid, Austin,
Bob Backlund.
I'm
old as fuck.
Bruno Sammartino. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever,
Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, Sergeant Slaughter. Who's who?
Ultimate Warrior.
Right. So shouldn't that be enough shouldn't that be enough right there to convince you like we don't need another top championship created because the WWE championship is enough.
Yeah, definitely.
Because pretty much most of your Hall of Fame class has held the championship. Yeah. Hell, fucking Vince McMahon even won the damn championship, for crying out loud.
Yeah, it's stupid, man. It's stupid. And like I said, it's kind of slap in the face, man. But Firefly Funhouse, shit the fucking bed. I ain't gonna lie. I like that intro. It was cool. What happened next? Then they started getting into the draft. Let's get into the draft, son, man.
Yeah.
Let's get into
by the way, John Martinez.
Yeah, get that one.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Bitch. I love the loudness. The newness.
I would say the WWE. I would say the WWE heavyweight title definitely over the Universal Championship.
Because the lineage of it goes deeper than the fucking Universal title. That's an easy question. Like you can trace the WWE title back as far as you can. The Universal title, what, 6 people or some shit? Like,
if even that,
fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah, man.
Fuck them guys, man.
Look like somebody like basically looked like one of the belt creators basically was eating a burger and they just spilled the whole fucking bottle of Heinz ketchup, and then all of a sudden like the damn blueprint of the belt just fell in the fucking ketchup, and he was like, "Oh shit, championship belt."
Or
let's put some gold plates on it, and we'll call it the WWE Championship.
No, the Universal title looks like like fucking Satan jerked off on the belt.
Wow,
and that's literally what it probably happened. That's probably what fucking really happened.
Or
Universal title is Satan's jerk off,
or somebody just dumped it, somebody just dumped it into a big ass pot of marinara sauce.
The condiment championship, John Martinez said. We had Armand Johnson, supposed to be a lesbian angle on SmackDown with Mandy and Sonic. I mean, I definitely don't not see that because
there
was
some merit to that.
Yeah.
There was some merit to that.
I thought it was gonna be one with Sasha and
and Bailey.
Yeah, I mean, but that was way back. That was like maybe a couple months ago when they
hell no. Or unless I don't know. I mean, shit. You know, they may like pussy. I don't know, but you know.
Pussy. Yeah. Hey. But yeah, let's go on. You know what? What happened? Oh, we going to them picks.
Yeah.
All right. This was just real quick. I mean, but we already fucking established why does Heinz have to be Heinz ketchup? All right, I'm good on that question.
Because Heinz is the best, Amanda.
Heinz,
what you thought I was gonna say? Hunts? Hell no.
Yeah, who eats Hunts?
What is this? 2003? Hell no. We eat Heinz ketchup in the 21st century. But what are you talking about?
Yeah, for real, man. We ain't shopping on that damn discount thing.
Dollar Tree
discount counter.
Damn Family Dollar, wow, $1.
This in itself is proof, and we already established that, but it is what it is. This is proof that SmackDown is the
A show.
Is the A show. Oh, okay, this happened all tonight. Seth Rollins, first pick for Raw. Brock Lesnar, both champions, so that made sense. First pick for SmackDown. Charlotte Flair, Raw. New Day, the entire New Day.
What a shot!
Oh, so that's kind of, but they sell a lot of merchandise, and that's definitely a better look to be on fucking Fox. Right. Andrade, I don't know why they don't have anybody after Andrade, but anyway, Andrade along with his valet, fucking Zelina Vega, to Raw. Kabuki Warriors to Raw. Daniel Bryan to SmackDown. Daniel Bryan, he's part of fucking the Diva show with whatever, I forget her name. His wife.
Yeah.
Her girlfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Rusev is on Raw. No one gives a fuck about that angle. People actually boo that angle with what the fuck.
But do you see the predictability here as you're reading these picks?
Yeah,
do you
exactly.
see it? Do you see that?
That's what I'm. That's what I'm.
Was not Daniel Bryan already on fucking SmackDown?
Exactly.
Was Rusev not already on Raw?
Exactly.
Doing this love triangle shit with Lana and Lashley.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
it's crazy.
Then
we got Bayley, champion on
Did
SmackDown.
She not just
won the belt. Yeah, just won the belt. Duh. You know what I mean? Aleister Black, Raw. It is what it is. He's been on Raw. Cedric Alexander to Raw.
Been on Raw.
Shinsuke Nakamura. Okay, he switched over, but then also they switched over.
Has he not been on SmackDown? No.
Oh shit! I said he was on Raw. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he's been on SmackDown.
Same thing. Humberto Carrillo. Who the fuck is that? What?
205 Live guy.
Oh, so they did bring somebody else up.
Yeah. You'll enjoy him. You'll enjoy him, actually. I've seen a lot of his NXT shit. The kid can go. He's legit.
We got Ali to SmackDown. Definitely.
Already been there.
Already been there. Eric Rowan to Raw. Buddy Murphy to Raw. Which my thing, either way, Buddy Murphy's one to where if he goes to Raw, I'm watching Raw just to see if I can catch a Buddy Murphy match. We went to SmackDown. I'm gonna fucking watch SmackDown segment of Buddy Murphy in the ring. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. And that's a weird thing to me just for the fact that they're packaging them as a tag team. And there's going to be something that stays around.
Aren't they singles performers, though?
Yeah, they both are. It's weird. It's fucking weird. That's what I'm saying. It is what it is. And then we got Jinder Mahal. He's rehabilitating over to Raw. They're definitely not going to fucking treat him with respect or like actually write him into anything.
My thing is, it's like, hold on.
Saudi Arabia.
But my thing is, like, hold on. So, how in the Blueberry Muffins did
You almost got me. You almost bumped me up.
I'm saying, but how in the Blueberry Muffins did Jinder Mahal become such a valued pick, but yet Apollo Crews can't get on no brand?
Yeah, exactly.
But Cesaro can't get on no brand.
Exactly.
But you gonna put Jinder above them?
I can't front because I'm a huge fan of Jinder Mahal. Like I think that they did him fucked up and wrong and just used them. They used not for his in-ring ability. I like that whole throwback to like who was it?
Muhammad Hassan?
Not even hell no. Like
Tiger Ali Singh?
Hell no.
There's a
Sergeant Slaughter and the Iron Sheik and shit like that. I need them throwbacks. Andrade is a lucky man. He's with Charlotte Flair. Who's fucking who though? That's the question I got. But anyway, Jinder Mahal. Anyway, Carmella is on Carmella's on SmackDown. Carmella made the A show. R-Truth, he's on the B show. Samoa Joe's on the B show. The Miz is on the A show, aka SmackDown. Akira Tozawa, and that was another one that kind of fucking made like Akira Tozawa got drafted and Cesaro wasn't drafted at all. Yeah, Akira Tozawa was drafted tonight to Raw. King Corbin, already established himself as King Corbin on SmackDown. Duh, already knew it. Shelton Benjamin, of all people, I guess that's the reason why he had a match tonight. Raw.
He had to go somewhere.
B show. But my thing, they could have just not drafted him and had fucking Cesaro or anyone. But my thing,
now you want to talk about somebody going to NXT? That's who should be going to fucking NXT.
He's too much of a veteran, and like my thing, he's probably like, are y'all kidding me?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. He'd be better off in AEW. We got Rey Mysterio, to Raw, Shorty Gable. Hold on, I don't want to get it wrong. Yeah. Rey Mysterio, Raw, Shorty Gable. I'm cutting the video tomorrow on the whole Shorty Gable thing. Is going to be a good troll video that I'll be doing. Hopefully, it'll boost up the podcast. We got Titus O'Neil to Raw. They drafted Titus O'Neil and Cesaro and not Cedric Alexander.
It's breast cancer awareness month. They need
cool.
They need some type of ambassador on the show. I'm not being sarcastic when I say that.
No. Normally I'm like this.
Like for real, y'all. Like they do.
It is what it is. Elias drafted to SmackDown, the A show. Oh, And then we got Liv Morgan on Raw, which is the opposite to Bray Wyatt, and a big, huge what do you call it? Angle that some people are believing that is an angle that could possibly happen with her, but we're not gonna get into that. Fuck that, because then we both doing damn fantasy shits. I ain't trying to do no fantasy shit tonight.
Right.
But shit, we got John Martinez with a $2 donation. That's what's up. Don't hinder the gender. Shout out Sean or John Martinez, because I'm a huge fan of Jinder Mahal. Real shit.
That is so weird to me.
You know it. Jinder Mahal and Elias, I'd say a year and a half or half a year to a year ago, Jinder Mahal and Elias were my favorite wrestlers. Not for the fact that they're wrestling in the ring. I just like the characters, and I think that they're just getting fucked over as far as like how they're being treated by the universe and whatnot.
No Vaseline either.
Yeah, definitely none. Definitely none. I think Nakamura and The Miz is still a feud. Still in the feud, which would be a good feud, but Nakamura's run dry as fuck after coming to the WWE,
Armand,
and they fucked them up.
Armand, I'm gonna I don't think if you just ask me, I don't think Nakamura and Miz is a good fit feud wise, because my thing, and I don't mean to break away from the momentum here, but I just got to get this out.
He's saying still in a feud, so they already feuded before.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, I don't think that's a good fit, because my thing is, if you're gonna put two distinct characters like Miz and Nakamura in a feud, you got to make sure that the story that you're telling is 1000% relatable and engaging. And I just don't feel like there's a relatable, engaging, organic story there between those two, other than the fact that, you know, he's this disgruntled foreigner who's come to America and wants to make a name for himself.
Coming to America.
I'm just saying.
Like
what other story are you gonna write, Aaron? What other story are you gonna write?
None for that, because to be honest, Nakamura in the character at this point to where he should be written in a fucking like super in-depth story. He's like the guy. He's a strong style wrestler that should just have like classic matches. Like, they're not letting him cook how he used to cook in Japan. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that he legitimately can't really speak that great of English. It's just not a good look, but he has a great look. He had the best walkout other than Finn Balor in the WWE, and they fucked that up by making it a fucking rap song. Like they fucked, like they dropped the ball on Nakamura, and it is what it is. Like I said, like whenever Nakamura came out last time we went to the Raw, the last Raw that we went to, when Nakamura, no, he wasn't there. It was Finn Balor. But no, like whenever Nakamura used to come out, I used to get chills.
Yeah.
But then they changed it for no fucking reason whatsoever. The whole plugging in the fucking what do you call it?
Guitar.
The XLR thing into the thing. It's corny. It's corny.
Yeah,
it took away, like it was like a delay. It delayed the fucking the shit. Like it delayed it.
Yeah, the violin.
It made it to where Nakamura coming out, it wasn't special. It didn't hit, and then boom, he's coming out.
Right.
And that's where they fucked up on Nakamura, because Nakamura, to be totally honest, they don't let him cook in the ring, but at the same time, the entrance is what got him over. Real shit. And it is what it is. Like I said, it's just it's sad that that's how they did him, and that's where he is now. But as far as like I said, Nakamura, Miz, okay, right, the feud up. But my thing, I definitely keep Nakamura as fucking Intercontinental Champion. Like maybe they can think of something on down the road, but. My thing is, you can write Miz into anything, and he's gonna fucking be gold.
Let me put this on your mind real quick, AG, because I just thought about something.
I'm about to throw a cigarette in my mind in about 5, and you're gonna hold it down for me, right?
Yeah, I am. Of course. I mean, duh. Of course I am. Why wouldn't? But anyway, I I was gonna say, you remember back in the Attitude Era. Remember when D'Lo Brown was the European champion?
Yeah.
And you remember back when they used to do like those vignettes of him like actually traveling to Europe and doing like segments like actually in the country of Europe. I'm just like, why can you not fucking do that with Shinsuke? Y'all got the money. Y'all got the money to like fly him out. Just take like, you know, one of your best camera crews with him, fly him back to his home country of Japan, have a vignette of Nakamura with the Intercontinental title, like actually around his waist, walking around his home country of Japan. And you could even have him cutting a promo, you know, with subtitles in Japanese and just kind of explaining his origins of what makes him the performer that he is and where even, you know, the style of strong style wrestling originated from. And then in between that, you can show, you know, old footage of, you know, his matches from Japan. I'm pretty sure it would be nothing for, you know, New Japan and WWE to work out something.
I like that. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Did you hear that?
I did.
You know what that's from? Hey, if you guess what this is from, fuck. Let me see. Fuck. You don't drink beer, do you?
No, I don't.
You don't drink beer, do you? Fuck.
No, I don't.
Don't nobody say that shit in the damn chat, man. Please don't. Or at least give me 30 seconds before you say what it is, if you know it. Okay. If you guess, it's my thing. I'm thinking like I'm probably because I'm kind of dedicated to this shit. This shit's fun. Like I love doing these fucking things. I just like doing podcasts regular, but like now I kind of like doing the video shit. Let me see. Let me see what I can let me see what would be what do you call it?
A token of your appreciation.
Productive, but at the same time, just like whatever it would productive, but whatever. Okay, you know what? Because I'm about to get another webcam. How about that? If you get this right, I ain't gonna get myself a new webcam. I'm gonna shoot you one just for the fuck of it.
Okay.
Because I got another. Because my brother, he has this hookup. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Where is it at? Okay, I'm gonna play it one more time.
Okay.
Where is this from? You only get one chance, and you got to say it within 5-10 seconds because you could have baked on it the whole time.
Hold on, one more time. I couldn't hear this. I'm
gonna play about 5 more times. See, this is what you get on the DFS.
Yeah.
It's a very quick little thing there.
Yeah.
If anybody in the chat guesses it, it is what it is. Y'all just guessed it, but like I just want to see if anybody else knew it.
It's some type of effect. I know.
John Martinez says no idea. The guy says we can't hear it. You can't hear it. You can't hear that? You turn it up louder. It don't need to be any louder. John Martinez said no idea, so I know he fucking heard it, sir.
I know it's some type of effect.
I'm gonna give you a the fuck is this? No, I'm not doing that. That was the last one, man, because I guess I gotta fucking pull that shit up. The little soundboard.
Well, shit, it is what it is. That shit sounded like some turntables.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It was you know OG Mako?
No, I don't.
You don't know OG Mako? Bitch, you guessed it. Whew.
For real?
You a motherfucking right.
Seriously?
Bitch, you guessed it. Still with my niggas. And I'm whatever he said.
Oh,
because that's what was weird. That was what was weird to me for the fact that it was even on. I'm like, why the fuck is this on there with all the other like normal?
Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna get the webcam.
You didn't guess it.
Oh, I did guess it. Oh, okay.
No, but it is what it is. Like I said, we'll see what it did. We're gonna get the shit.
Oh,
why is it saying play a fucking video?
Oh. Yeah, this is basically what
we done. We done with that.
This is basically what you get on DVP. We do random shit on here. See, this is what makes us different than the other people. Okay.
Sounds like a shitty Mario coin, what he said.
John Martinez, I like that. That's pretty good. That's funny as hell. A shitty Mario coin. That's funny. But no, going back to the regularly scheduled program. To finish my point about Shinsuke.
Oh shit! You right back on it like you left something.
Right. To finish my point about Shinsuke and this creative idea I was shooting to you, I was like, yeah, like why not just film vignettes of Shinsuke back in Tokyo and just have him like walking through the city of Tokyo with his Intercontinental Championship and just take, your best camera crew out there. Y'all fly out there for a few days, film some shit. And like I said, you can even play, some old Shinsuke matches like in between. It don't necessarily have to be from New Japan, but it could be like from other places that he's wrestled. Or hell, you could even play some footage of him training in the dojo in Tokyo. But my point of bringing all of this up is because it'll give the fans a better understanding of who he is and why he is the way he is, if that makes any sense. I mean, even going to, why he started wearing the outfits that he wears. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that story of like, well, when he started to reach, popularity of unbelievable heights, his image changed. Because, before you could say, well, he looked like every other wrestler coming out of Japan. But after this crazy amount of support that he was getting from the Japanese fans, he started to, go through a change in his career. And he became a whole new, different performer. Simple. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not hard. It's not hard to do. But when you're obnoxiously arrogant, like WWE is, and don't pay attention to shit like that, or choose not to pay attention to shit like that, you have him out here looking like a buffoon.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, do you get my point? Like similar to how they did D'Lo when he was European champion.
Yeah.
And that was some of the funniest shit ever too, by the way.
Yeah, but D'Lo almost killed. Who he almost killed? I forgot who it was.
Oh yeah,
was it Steve Austin? Like that's what fucked D'Lo over. I think. What was it?
Oh, that was Owen. That wasn't D'Lo.
Yeah. No. D'Lo almost killed somebody too.
Oh damn.
Hello.
Okay.
It was. It may have been Steve Austin.
We're not promoting violence here on DVP, ladies and gentlemen. we're simply trying to make a statement. But anyway, but yeah.
No, Droz. He paralyzed Droz. What's his name? Derek Droz, the dude who used to like throw up on. Yeah. He's the reason why Droz got paralyzed.
Right.
He like botched the move and fucking paralyzed Droz.
Yep.
Puke.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, let's go ahead and shoot. I mean, shit, we've already fucking covered the damn draft, man. It is what it is. Like I said, it's easy to see that SmackDown is the A show, Raw is the B show, but they did it kind of smart because like they left people like Seth Rollins on Raw. You know what I'm saying? They left Roman Reigns on SmackDown though. You see, Roman Reigns is on SmackDown, like Brock Lesnar's on SmackDown. Carmella's getting a huge push, and you can definitely tell that is new. She's on SmackDown. R-Truth with that bullshit ass 24/7 belt, he's on Raw.
Yeah,
you can easily tell exactly what where the thing is.
And we still had, these doofus ass war rooms and executives.
That's what I forgot.
Like,
Definitely.
yeah, like these wily coyote ass people.
Yeah,
You know
the war
what I'm
rooms
saying?
are horrible. The
Running
war
around.
rooms are horrible.
And then you had that one goof in the suit. I
Was he
forgot.
Asian?
No,
Oh,
it was
it was
that
an
one
Asian
goof in the suit. I forgot what pick it was, but this dude was running around the room doing his Rocky impersonation.
Real?
I was like, man, that room is too damn small to try to be running like Rocky Balboa. Like, sit your tight ass pants self down.
The whole shit lame, man.
Yeah,
the whole war room was just horrible. If y'all are still in here, and I see that people are in here, drop some comments, man. Because like I said, we're gonna end this bitch off in a minute.
Right,
but
for real.
The war room was garbage. The war room was fucking garbage. They still had the Ultimate Warrior face painted long hair.
They still have that clown in there.
Yeah, you didn't see it. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Hold on, and I think I don't know if my eyes deceive me, but did they have somebody eating fucking popcorn in there? Because I seen like some popcorn. Like, wow,
it was lame. And then they had an Asian dude like this. He did it for the whole time. After was it Seth? It was a shitty signing too that no one really
Oh man,
it was like a dumb signing that no one would even give like 2 fucks about. And then they made him like, oh yeah, that shit's crazy. And then they had this Asian dude who was just like this for like fucking 5 minutes.
Isn't that so WWE?
Yeah, it's lame.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they didn't have the Kabuki Warriors run in and fucking high five the Asian dude. They're so fucking stereotypical and racist over there. The Kabuki Warriors. Wow.
Kabuki, more like the Kambuti Warriors, because that's what that whole team is booty.
You don't like that tag team?
I mean, I do.
They don't fit, but I like them. It is because I think I like both of them as singles wrestlers. Yeah. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they're called, the Kabuti Warriors. The tag team itself is booty.
They're like fucking Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode.
And Bobby Roode. Yes, exactly.
Yep. Exactly.
They need to go eat. They need to eat some of the New Day cereal. That's how bad they are.
John Martinez made a great point. And it's funny because I was going to do a video about this last probably a month ago. I was going to do a video of the best top rope elbow drop. No, just elbow drops.
Elbow drops
all time. Yeah, I was going to say the best elbow drops in the history of wrestling. And that's
we know who number one video.
Nope. Yeah, that this is a spoiler. If I do that video, I still put Kairi Sane's better than fucking Macho Man Randy Savage's.
What?
Where she tucks her fucking legs up and butt up and fucking like cocks it back and fucking actually like drops it as soon as she fucking lands.
Over the Macho Man Randy Savage, the guy who created the shit.
I mean, I don't know if he created. Did he create the elbow drop?
Yes, he created the flying elbow drop.
Doesn't matter, man. Kairi Sane does it better. She's an innovator. It looks better.
Dude, I'm gonna need you to not drop no damn cannabis in your damn beer, man, because that shit fucking with you.
No, Kairi Sane has the best elbow drop of all fucking time. Now I'm definitely gonna do that because it's controversial.
But it would never compare to Macho Man. It would never compare to Randy Savage.
I mean, Macho Man, of course, he's a dude. He's gonna get a little more height on it, but truthfully, he didn't because he kind of used to jump kind of. Kairi Sane tucks her fucking butt and her legs up in the air. And as soon as it's about to land,
he just loves saying that. You love the tuck in the butt. He loves saying that.
I mean, she doesn't really have a butt though. She's
but I'm just saying, like, I just don't think it compares to like Randy Savage. Like, dude, and okay, just be like, let's just be honest. Let's keep it thorough, AG.
Like my thing, you're not gonna talk me off the fence. Kairi Sane has the best elbow drop.
I'm not trying to talk you off the fence. Okay, we're convinced that you believe Kairi Sane has the best flying elbow drop in professional wrestling. Okay, but consider this. Okay, when you saw Macho Man execute the flying elbow drop, you cannot tell me when he came off that top rope, it did not look like that motherfucker was gliding on air. You can't tell me that.
Yeah, it's cool. Kairi's is better.
Okay, fine.
Kairi's is better.
That's fine. That's fine.
No.
I just don't think it compares.
To be honest, and this is a spoiler. If I do the video and if it's a top 5, to be honest, this is a spoiler. Macho Man is number 2.
Wow.
But then there's other guys that are close, right behind Macho. But then I had another thing of the best drop kick in fucking history of wrestling. Man. Top 5. Dolph Ziggler's in my top 5. Real shit. Dolph Ziggler's in my top 5.
But again, just like I told you, with my opinion of that Macho had the best flying elbow drop of all time. I'm gonna already tell you who I think number 1 is, and who I think. Not even Ricky Steamboat. It was perfect. It was hitting.
Yeah, pretty much. Mr. Perfect.
It was hitting. Now I would say Steamboat was number 2.
Something like that. Yeah, definitely. And
then I would probably go Alex Wright, number 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd probably say
when I said I was agreeing to your thing. I didn't say that he was number 3 for me. But
no, I'm just saying.
I remember Alex Wright. Yeah.
I'm just saying for me, Alex Wright, like if you want to talk about drop kicks, like his drop kicks were a thing of beauty. Even when he would do them off the top rope, them shits would look beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And probably like after Alex Wright, I'll probably have to go with Kazuchika Okada.
Oh yeah, still. Yeah.
That guy gets some that guy's got some hops.
Yeah.
For real.
That Asians can jump. That wasn't fucked up. What the fuck you talking about? I was just saying. I was giving them props.
Aaron Gordon always thinking on his feet, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna hit the cigarette, man. But shit, what do we go on? Is for okay. You know what? What stuck out on Raw the most? Because we talked the draft, we talked the Funhouse, we talked why Smacks is number 1 or A show, why Raw is a B show. So we're good on this episode.
I think you left out one thing. I think we were gonna touch on it earlier, but I think we just got caught up in these other conversations. Is the Viking Raiders winning the Raw Tag Team Championships?
We'll do that. I'm gonna smoke real quick because I kind of touched on that though, as far as like how I thought that the crowd participation was fake.
But I'm talking about just the moment in itself and like how historical it is for the Viking Raiders, because I don't know if you are aware of this, but being that they've captured the Raw Tag Team Championships now, that kind of puts them in that Grand Slam class now. In terms of
that was one other that was the thing. You know what? Hit on that. The thing that I think that we should end it on is the fact that at Crown Jewel, they are having a World Cup tag team tournament to crown the best tag team in the world. We all know that the best tag team division in the world is at AEW. That was the ending that I wanted. So touch on the Viking Raiders. I'm gonna hit it real quick. I'm a fucking power smoker. You want the whole fucking full screen?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that'll be fine.
And my bad, man. Like I said, people that don't smoke, I hate the fact that I'm a smoker. Like same thing. Like when people are in my car and shit, and they don't smoke. Like I did a video with this nigga Dame Drops. He does like food reviews and shit. I'm like, oh, he doesn't smoke. Fuck. It's so irritating. But I already know I still smell like smoke after I smoke and fucking wash my hands and shit in the QT and then go back in. But I'm like, I ain't about to be smoking and fucking wafting fucking waft. That's my new word, huh, man? But like, just smoke, just shooting over, swoosh, swoosh. And I feel like I'm doing the same thing right now because it's like interfering with the thing, but it's like shit.
But I mean, hey, this all goes back to what I was saying. This is what makes us who we are.
Word.
We're just fucking real.
It is what it is, man. Well, shit. Hit on them Viking Raiders. Hit on them crab beers. Damn, John Martinez dropped another 2 for the you should end the podcast with the fantasy book. Damn it.
Dude, if we
Fantasy
do that,
booking of what?
dude, if we do that, we'll be on here another 2 hours. This will be the longest Dear Vince podcast episode
Thanks a lot, John.
we've ever done. But it's coming though, John.
Oh, thanks a lot, John.
It's coming though, John. Like, we thank you for those $2, and because you donated those $2, keep rocking with us, because we're gonna have some fantasy booking shit on here. We got that coming.
That's Friday. That's Friday. You know, we'll do a fantasy booking at the end of Friday after we watch the whole universe, AEW and NWA, because NWA is coming up too this Wednesday as well on YouTube. So
actually, that's tonight. Actually, that's later on tonight.
It is tonight?
Yeah, it's Tuesdays, not Wednesdays.
It's 6:05. Okay, it's 6:05. Work. I thought it was damn on Wednesdays. Work. So I got some good wrestling to watch tomorrow in between time. That's what I'm saying. This shit's crazy. If you're not a fan of wrestling, now's the time to be a fan of wrestling. I'm gonna make this real quick. What about them Viking Raiders, dog?
Yeah,
what about them Viking Raiders, dog?
Yeah, the Viking Raiders, like I said, it's a very historical feat for them, for the simple fact that now that they become the Raw Tag Team Champions, they've now put themselves in that, like I said, that Grand Slam class with, like, you know, the Hardys, the Dudleys. Well, I was gonna say the Young Bucks, but the Bucks have never got a chance to be a part of WWE and win a tag team championship in WWE. But I don't know. Maybe they might one day. Maybe they won't. Well, hell no, they won't, because they're in AEW. They got their own shit going on. But anyway, but yeah, the Viking Raiders, being that they've won the Raw Tag Team Championships now, you know, they are, in my opinion, and I'm sure in y'all's opinion too, as one of the greatest tag teams in professional wrestling, because they've won the IWGP Tag Team Championships. They've won the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. They've been NXT Tag Team Champions, and now they're WWE Tag Team Champions. So there you go. Mr. Negativity says the Young Bucks are self-marks. Yeah, to a certain extent, you're right. You're right. To a certain extent, I gotta agree with you on that. And I'm a big Young Bucks fan. Huge, dare say. But yeah, they can be a little marky at times. Armand says they got Street Profits, War Raiders, Gallows and Anderson, the Usos. No way they could mess these storylines up now. You know what, Armand? As much as I want to believe that and agree with you, partner, I'm going to have to say, yes, they can. There is a way they could fuck these storylines up, because they do it on a daily basis. So what would make you think now, just because they got, you know, 2 separate brands on 2 different networks now, that they won't fuck these storylines up? I mean, you talk about, okay, check it out, right? So you talk about Gallows and Anderson. Look what happened to them. Were they not Raw Tag Team Champions just like, what, a couple of months ago? And then all of a sudden, who did they drop the belts to? Shit. Did they drop them? No, they didn't drop them to Rude and Gable. I mean, not Rude and Gable, but Rude and Ziggler. I forgot who they lost the championships to. But no, they lost them to the Revival, I think, right? Yeah, I think they lost them to the Revival. So yeah, like, Gallows and Anderson didn't even get a chance to legitimately hold those belts for a certain amount of time after, you know, they had just reformed the OC with AJ. So to your point, Armand, like, yeah, don't give WWE too much credit. Like, they'll fuck some shit up. Like, they have a serious knack for doing that. I mean, I know you've seen this, you know, week in and week out. You know, they have a knack for messing shit up. So I wouldn't give them that much credit. But to the point of you saying that now they have some solid tag teams in the company now. You know, if they weren't, you know, so if they weren't so stubborn and incomplacent, or not incomplacent, I should say, if they weren't so stubborn and complacent, I would have a little bit more confidence that they could really like get this tag team division in the company back where it needs to be. Oh yeah, and AOP too. Yeah, good looking on that, Armand. I forgot about the Authors of Pain already. Shows you how much WWE values them. And see, that's another team that was Raw Tag Team Champions. People forget about that. Probably because they've forgotten about AOP, because WWE has forgotten about them. So, oh yeah, that boy Gorilla Strong done come on the live. Who are you? You damn right. What's happening, man? Yeah, that boy Gorilla Strong always showing us love here on DVP. Yeah, we definitely appreciate you, my man. Good to have you on. Yeah, I agree. I agree, man. Raw did suck on so many levels. Like Raw sucked limes, grapes, lollipops, all that shit. Anything you can suck, even a dick. They suck that too. But yeah. Raw definitely blew ass tonight, like straight up. But like I say, man, the Viking Raiders, you know, they definitely cemented themselves in pro wrestling history by capturing the Raw Tag Team Championships. Because, like I said, being that they've won the IWGP championships in Japan and then went over to Ring of Honor, won those belts, then came to NXT and won those belts. Now they're up on, you know, a main roster brand like Raw, and they've got those championships now. They're one of the greatest tag teams of this era right now. Like, you could put them up there with a Young Bucks, with a Lucha Brothers, with, you know, O'Reilly and Fish from the Undisputed Era. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like the Viking, basically what I'm trying to say, the Viking Raiders are the shit, okay?
They are.
The Viking Raiders are like fucking hard, okay? They're probably like
interjecting.
I mean, I already
the bigger guy is agile as fuck.
Yeah.
To be that big. That's just dope.
I already heard you like coming in before you even put your headset on. So I knew you were some shit.
Grabbing a beer and shit.
Of course.
You already know.
Said whatever Armand says, we need more. AEW needs more women's wrestlers.
No.
I should have told you, Armand, don't ever talk about women's wrestling with AG. He, for some foggy reason, he can't stand women's wrestling. So
I love women's wrestling. Like, truthfully, that was another thing that I'm gonna touch on real quick. Why the fuck and how the fuck are the Iconics not drafted to either brand? And they're fucking ex-champ. They're the first fucking tag team champions of the WWE. I'll fuck with the Iconics. Wait a minute. They're not great wrestlers, but I like their fucking gimmick.
I should have known there was a search warrant out. Why did I not think of that? I knew there was a search warrant out. Yeah. I'm like, wait, isn't there a search warrant out right now for a certain women's tag team? Like
not only a women's tag team, but the first fucking women's tag team champs in WWE history. Why aren't they where the fuck are they at?
I'm just like,
Amanda says because they're annoying. She hates the Iconics. I think Amanda hates the Iconics because I like the Iconics so much.
Oh,
that's the only reason. Because they yell. No, but I do get a thing. They yell, then they are annoying. But I'm like, I like because it's like they're trolling in a way.
Right.
They're like the ultimate fucking. And I love the troll aspect of society.
Mr. Negativity says, can't believe they mentioned ROH and IWGP. Don't worry, that was a Paul Heyman thing.
I gotta put this one up. Gorilla Strong coming in with the asshole comments, like how I like Dana Brooks sitting backstage with Heath Slater and catering.
Yep.
Hey, Dana Brooks been doing some work though, man. She's looking way better now, to be honest. Dana Brooks looking way better. Sarah Logan needs a push. I agree. The Iconics are free agents now.
Yeah.
What else we have? Sarah Logan. Ruby is recovering. Ruby Riot. Fuck Ruby Riot.
Duh.
Beer lag shorty. I'm lagging now.
Beer lag shorty.
If I'm lagging, refresh. If he's lagging, refresh, because I'm looking at it over there. We over here good, man. Your broadband done went to damn 0.5 fucking uploads kilobytes per second, whatever the fuck I'm saying. I don't even know what that means.
This dude said broadband. I haven't heard that in so long.
Nigga,
boy, you old as fuck.
I'm 33,000, man. Okay.
Yeah, you really are, man.
Oh shit. Thanks. Ass. What an ass. Like now he's me and I'm him. He's like, nigga, you old as fuck.
Right.
Ember Moon, hopefully they continue to push her on SmackDown. I don't think that Ember Moon's been really getting a push.
No.
If it is a push, it's one of those
she began pushed to the mat with her back on it. That's what she's been getting pushed to. She been getting pushed down on the mat to get pinned all the damn time.
What they call it? Well, what John Cena called the 3-second tan.
I
love that line. That like my thing, John. I'm not a fan of John Cena, the rapper, but that was one of the dopest rapper lines of all time. I could say that. And truthfully, even if you weren't a wrestler, if you were just a wrestling fan and you said that shit, that's like a dope ass line. Say if you were West Side Gun or Conway, like, and you said 3-second tan, that's fucking dope.
Mm-hmm.
And Gorilla Strong, you're not old as hell, man. You say 41. 41 ain't shit, man. It's all about how you dealing. You know what I'm saying? How you looking at this shit, man? It is what it is. Like I said, I'm 30. I'm 27.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm 27 years old right now. I just turned 27
in my mind.
You know what I'm saying? 27 in my mind. Ember Moon is injured. We got a lot of injured guys that got drafted tonight too, and that was another weird thing that they would draft injured people, because normally NFL, MLB, NBA, they don't draft injured wrestlers. Right. You know what I mean? And that was kind of weird that they got Gender. They got Elias. They got Samoa Joe. They got a bunch of injured wrestlers. Like, why not leave them in free agency? That would make more sense as far as legitimacy, seeing that you're on Fox and you want to make wrestling look like it's a fucking real sport. And it is a real sport, but
somebody, by the way, you spoke of Samoa Joe. I heard his old high school teacher called and said he wanted his uniform back. So give him his uniform back.
Hold on, I didn't even catch that one.
No, I'm just saying, like how he was dressed tonight. I was just like, your high school substitute teacher called and said he wanted his uniform back. So make sure you give it to him.
Word up. He said Amanda said you missed the Ruby comments. You know what? I don't even want to talk about Ruby Riott. I'm not a fan of her at all. She's a female wrestler, but my thing, like I said, I don't have a real big like beef with fucking female wrestling. It's just not for me. I'll give it a try. And to be honest, like shit, Armand said that AEW needs more women's wrestlers. So truthfully, I'll go back on what I said. AEW does need more female wrestlers and good female wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? But WWE has them all. NXT has them all, truthfully. NXT really has them all, but
I agree with that.
WWE has them all, but you gotta deal with what was that all about? With you have out there. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Like I said, women's wrestling definitely going to fucking do numbers because of this whole Me Too movement. Oh, here comes the Covenant. But no, with the whole Me Too movement and the whole women empowerment thing, women's wrestling is definitely gonna fucking go up. But WWE and NXT has all the fucking talent. And I'm pretty sure that they on top of the whole shit. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, imagine if Samoa Joe was sitting there at the desk
with his Spam Man tits just flopping
around there. Shout out John Martinez with another fucking donation of 2 bones. Hey man, you know what? We're about to get that webcam.
We really are.
But my thing, all you had to say was OG Mako. Bitch, you guessed it. It would have been there, man. It is, but that's what we have. We're gonna have fucking contests like that.
Just random ass shit.
Real quick, anybody in the chat, and my thing, I don't expect it, but anybody in the chat want to join in? If you have a webcam, or if you're on the phone, or if you're on a what do you call it? I can drop a link in the chat, and all you gotta do is hit that link,
and you're in.
You'll be a third. We can have up to 6, but it is what it is. What ain't what's gonna be, man.
Right.
Shout out Gorilla Strong for always pulling up. That shit's fucking dope.
Yeah, man. We love it. We love you, Gorilla Strong, man. Like I say, you always showing love. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that. We appreciate all y'all, man.
Definitely. And
we got Armand Johnson, the newbie.
Word, we got all. That's what I'm saying. That's what's up. We got all the you like you killed the Viking Raiders shit, but let's talk about the fact that WWE, which for the most part have never really focused on tag team wrestling and never really pushed tag team wrestling, now having a World Cup for the best tag team in the world.
How many jobber tag teams can you assemble like in one day? I'm just wondering.
But even jobber tag teams, like they have a couple good ones in there, but the thing with me is just the fact that they know that wrestling fans know that AEW is built on the tag team roster.
Yeah,
AEW has
the best
tag team. Like they had and my thing is like I agree with you. The Lucha Brothers is probably the best tag team in the world.
Yeah,
real shit. The Lucha Brothers are number 1. I think even over the Young Bucks.
Yeah,
Private Party, they're up and comers. But I love the fact that as far as being smart in business, that the Bucks put over Private Party because they're the up and comers and letting them get off those spots to where it's like shit. Oh, it was the second episode. I didn't enjoy the second episode as much as the first episode of AEW Dynamite, but it was a good episode.
Yeah,
and everyone that watches wrestling, that knows wrestling, knows that AEW has the best tag team division in wrestling. Period.
Yep.
And the fact that they would just do that blatantly. Oh, and then we're gonna have fucking 27 fucking. It wasn't 27, but like just a too large amount of fucking tag teams in a tournament, and they didn't really even say it like tournament. They had it like it's gonna be like fucking 30 versus 30 or some shit.
Did they even announce like who the tag teams were? Because nobody wants to see the Major Brothers and the Clones in a final.
Photos up real quick. They flashed the photos up there real quick, but they didn't really say that it was going to be like tournament format. They said that they were going to call it if anyone saw, they said that it's called the World Cup, but they call it like a tag team mayhem match or some bullshit like that. Where it's going to be. Probably it's gonna look like a Royal Rumble, almost.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and I think that's what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna fucking throw all the tag teams in there like Royal Rumble style. Anytime anyone gets either thrown out or, but my thing, I'm going over rules and shit, and that ain't even what the fuck they said.
Well, whoever asked,
they didn't say tag team turmoil is what Gorilla Strong said. Like they really didn't clarify if it was a tournament.
Well,
or is it going to be like a tornado type match?
Gorilla Strong said it was tag. It's called Tag Team Turmoil. That's what he said.
So that means it's probably going to be like a tornado type match.
Yeah,
which is stupid. But my thing, they're going to have like 20 tag teams.
Well,
so even if
I guess Gorilla Strong is going to get his answer. I mean, it's going to get his question answered. Gorilla Strong, you want to know where the Colognes are? They're going to be in Saudi Arabia. That's where they're going to be. There's your answer to your question. You want to know where the Colognes are going to be?
It is what it is.
But like I said, man, nobody wants to see the Colognes and the Major Brothers, whatever the fuck Zack Ryder and Curtis Hawkins are called these days. The edge heads, the no edge heads.
Okay, hold on. Gorilla Strong said add him on Skype, but I'm not on Skype. I mean, I can add you on Skype, but what I'm gonna do here, what the fuck? Hold on.
Gonna drop that link.
Cause like I said, the
look
Skype,
at it, man.
It's not done on Skype. It's pretty much done on StreamYard, which is the dopest, most innovative thing that they have here. But the same thing as Skype. The same thing that you would use on Skype will be used right on here. So I'm gonna drop the link on here. If anyone wants to chime in, and if you have a webcam or anything, you just want to talk, fucking cut me off.
Right.
I cut you off. You cut George off. George cut me off. Like whatever. Hit that link right there.
Right.
And all you got to do is like hit the link in your email. Oh shit.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No. Truthfully, all you got to do is hit the link, and then you'll be in the backstage.
Ladies and gentlemen, you all are about to meet Gorilla Strong here in a few seconds.
I still had that Gorilla Strong Dana Brooke sitting backstage with Heath Slater and catering thing up, and we talked about that damn 5 years ago.
Well, shit, he'll probably
years ago.
He'll probably be able to tell us about it. I guarantee he's gonna jump on here.
Gorilla Strong already sent you a link. All you have to do is hit that link.
Look at Amanda over here, vouching for him. Talking about add Gorilla on.
But yeah, if you hit the link, let me see what happened. If you hit that link, it should allow you to jump in here. I should get an alert. You should be in the backstage, and then boom, pull you right up in the front thing.
Yep.
And we can talk some real shit. If you don't feel like doing it or feel comfortable doing it, don't worry about it. My thing, I just like to throw it out there.
He said he'll be right there. He said he's packing a bowl.
Oh, word. You packing a bowl? Shit. So, man, you got me for another 20, 30 minutes. Okay, cool. I'm good with that. Because my thing, we definitely got to kind of delve into the I kind of already did that as far as the tag team tournament thing, but I don't even know if it's a tournament. It's
well, obviously,
this one kind of seems like turmoil match. What the fuck is that? I think it's a tornado match. I think it's just gonna have all these tag teams and just fucking melee bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I missed funny comments earlier. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I got a bunch of funny shit.
All right.
Like I'm a comedian, man.
You know what? Honestly, you really are. Because like the half of the witty shit that you do and say, like I have people tell me that I'm pretty funny too, but I really don't believe it. I just feel like I just say shit at the right time.
If you say something and someone laughs at it, you're funny.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's all the time. It doesn't matter if it's half the time, quarter time. Because my thing is, I know people that try to be funny and they're constantly trying to say things like almost like fucking erratically and irritatingly trying to say things to fucking get over and like to have people like get off and laugh at them. It is never funny. Right. If you can accidentally say something, if you can like, damn, oh shit, I'm about to drink this beer and I'm definitely done with it. And then, oh shit, and people laugh at it.
Right. Right. Well, shit, if that's the case, I'm the funniest. I'm one of the funniest motherfuckers on here because I be having your ass cracking up and shit.
Yeah, it is what it is. Random don't mean funny. Funny is funny, man. Funny is funny, and that's the one thing that it is what it's funny.
Damn, Gorilla Strong. Damn, just shut us down. Why don't you? That was that random don't mean funny. Well, damn.
Glad Randy back on Raw like the old days. Randy Orton, I didn't even know that he got fucking drafted. I didn't see it.
Yeah, that was night one.
That was probably one where I fucking was smoking or some shit.
Yep.
I got texted.
Amanda said we should rename this. It is what it is.
Because I say it so much. Yeah, I know. You fucking asshole. What an asshole. I know I say that a lot. And I've been trying to cut back on saying it as much.
But I mean, it's a part of you. That's your signature.
No, I gotta get that shit out of there. Like like it is what it is. It's like to me.
Oh,
as far as talking, Not talking like I don't give a fuck if I'm talking like just in a regular conversation, but like if I'm doing a video, if the camera's on or some shit or something like this, like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like I hate those things. I definitely see Randy becoming the Universal Champion.
Okay, I mean,
if the Universal Championship sticks around, though.
Right?
And that's
I you know what? You seriously got me thinking now. I truly think that belt is not going to be around for very long.
I don't think it is
anymore.
It's bad for business.
It really is
bad for business. Like you have SmackDown. Smack is the A show now.
Yep.
Raw is the B show. Like it's clear. It's clear. Smacks is the real is the A show. Raw is the B show.
Yep.
Why have Seth Rollins is the Universal Champion and he's on Raw? He's still a draw. He's still somebody that can kind of still work with the main the main draw of SmackDown, which is Bray Wyatt, aka the Fiend.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing. So it's still doing numbers for Raw, but that belt doesn't really fucking matter at this point. No one gives a fuck about the Universal title. I don't give a damn about it either. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Armand said, honestly, it's a curse belt. And it is. It's kind of like a belt that, like, it's a career killer. It's a career killer. Unless you're Brock Lesnar and you can just fucking hold that shit and wrestle whenever you want. Like, you almost got to rub Brock the right way. Like, Brock isn't going to fucking be in the WWE unless he's fucking holding the title. And that's exactly what it is.
Exactly.
And no, Seth didn't turn heel tonight. He's just in his head. He let the Fiend in, and he's just pretty much just showing that he's pretty much trying to put over the Fiend. They're trying to re-put over the Fiend because so many people don't give a fuck about it. And Gorilla Strong is right there. Let's go ahead and put him in there.
Oh, here he comes. Here he comes.
Gorilla Strong, what's cracking?
Make me the vanilla cream in this Oreo.
And look, it's literally in the middle. That's fucking crazy.
Gorilla Strong, what the hell going on, man?
Gorilla Strong in this.
What's happening?
What's happening?
Chilling, man.
This shit is fucking awesome, man.
I thought that I was gonna be like you. I thought I was gonna be like you within like maybe 4 months, but then I got a hole in my beard and I had to cut it off. That's some bullshit, man. How long did it take for you to grow your beard out? Now it's time for a little bit of beard talk.
This right here is about 4 years worth of growth.
4 years?
Yeah,
I ain't with that. I ain't with that.
After my 1 year, I was already down to here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart on the ass.
So it's like fucking chipping it off.
Yeah.
To like even it up.
Yeah, I just gotta trim it up, keep it looking nice.
If you did nothing, you'd be like this or some shit. Right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
6 years, okay. I'll just make sure because I'm like I gave up. Like I had my shit going. And then, like, I don't know if I got like a mosquito bite or some shit, or if it was like ingrown shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? So then I tried to like squeeze my shit, couldn't see it. And then I started plucking. And I was drinking and started plucking. And I had a big ass hole. I'm like, man, I look like a damn fucked up ass fucking rabies, like a fucking animal with rabies. I gotta fucking cut this hole off before people fucking switch streets or switch sidewalks where the fuck I'm walking.
Did you ever get those biotin pills I was telling you about?
I didn't. Yeah. Do it now.
You can.
Do it now. I plan on doing
it makes your fingernails grow and it makes your hair grow. Well, it helps my beard. It don't help up here.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually shaggy for me. Most of the time, it's like baby ass smooth. You know what I'm saying? I straight razor that shit.
Wow. Yeah. It is what it is, man. But shit, you were talk. Let's talk wrestling, man. What the fuck? Right. Shit, we've covered Raw 100%. What was your takeaway? That's what we'll do. What was your takeaway for the fucking Raw show? And then Jordan, what was your takeaway from the Raw show tonight, man?
I'm gonna let him speak, though. I'm gonna let the guests on the live speak.
I don't understand what their logic is. I know that they like to throw out things and try to surprise us and shit like that, but this is what I hope happens on Friday. Mm-hmm. Firehouse Fun, like the Firehouse Fun or Firefly Funhouse opens up, and Bray wakes up, and it was just a dream.
You think?
It was his version of his nightmare.
Oh, it could be true.
That could be the only way they could save this, because Seth is literally the most irritating person on Raw right now.
Boy,
burn it down. Burn it down. Randy Orton did it better.
And one thing too that's funny, how the fuck did he just find the fucking Firefly Funhouse that easily?
That's what I want to know. That's the question.
We know why. We know how.
From stupid
Vince, the puppet, has already been there. So he was like, yeah, this is going to be some good shit. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put Seth, go ahead and go in there and burn it down. Yeah.
And that's exactly what the fuck happened.
Because
this was another thing too. And I don't know if anybody noticed this. At the very beginning, you know, you had Becky Lynch versus, it was supposed to be Sasha, but I guess she's injured. Right. So she was representing Raw. And then you have Charlotte represent SmackDown.
Right.
Charlotte loses and then gets drafted to Raw.
Yeah.
Right.
Which was
why?
Weird. Yeah. I guess it makes no fucking sense. It's weird. Like I said, it's just nothing else for that feud, man. It's just
Gorilla. I was saying, I don't know if you caught it earlier, but I had went on a damn rant and I was saying, like, I just don't understand how the fuck WWE breaks their own fucking rules and constantly tries to make us fans look like idiots. Like, and that's a perfect example. Like, how the fuck, just because she lost the SmackDown Women's Championship, you're on Raw now?
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
It's stupid, man. But it is what, like, I look at it as like shit. I almost said it again, Amanda. But it's the whole, the women's division doesn't have good storylines. Period. There's the only storyline in the women's division right now is Bayley. Period.
Yep.
So, and she looks like she's dressing like Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah. Bayley looked like a skinnier Rosie O'Donnell right now.
He said,
like, literally looks exactly like fucking Rosie O'Donnell.
But I will say this: Bayley still got she still got ass.
Yeah, she got a big ass.
Hey,
yeah, she got a big ass,
see, BAG, big booty Bayley, big booty Bayley. I told you.
She has the ass. Straight the fuck up. But fuck the tag, this tag team turmoil shit. Yeah, okay, look, that's the thing I wanted to ask you. You said, or you remember that it was tag team turmoil. Has there been a turmoil type match? Is it a tornado match, or is it just something that we just don't have to damn?
I think they're just literally, it's, hey, you want a paycheck? Let's go over to Saudi Arabia.
Right.
Let's not talk about them like, you know, still degrading women and like beheading people and cutting people's hands off for stealing shit. Right. Yeah, but it's the beautiful kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, exactly.
And because they got the prince, who's a fucking mark, and who's not even caught up in the times of 21st century wrestling, he still fucking thinks the Ultimate Warrior is alive.
Didn't he want Yokozuna as something too?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this: during my time in the military, when I did go overseas, some of the newest, and we're talking, this is in like 98, 99.
Yeah.
The newest VHS tapes. That's right. VHS tapes from like SummerSlam of '89.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
and
crazy.
Then like that was some of the newest stuff that we saw over there. And I'm just
while you were over there, so you always had access to WWE.
Oh yeah. And I'll tell you another thing.
Was it the same? Was it the same with boxing or no?
I didn't really catch it. I've always followed boxing, but I've always, I've stayed in the loop on boxing and stuff like that. I've always been a Klitschko brothers fan. I still say Dr. Iron Fist had a couple of more fights in him before he retired, but that's neither here nor there. But I still remember when like Sam Peter was boxing and was a legitimate contender and shit. But lately I've kind of fallen off. I mean, you know, Wilder's he's got nice hands, and I will say this: the guys that don't know Tyson, he is
super athletic. That's my thing. Is like he throws wild as fuck.
He's a haymaker machine.
Yeah, he's a fucking wild boxer.
And I mean, I put him in the same category as I do brawlers, like, you know, Mike Tyson. Even though I put Mike Tyson in a technical and a brawler category.
I'm about to say, like, no, Tyson could box a little bit.
Oh man, because I will say this: that left of Tyson's, that's a thing of beauty right there.
And his head movement.
Dude, it was like he was a controlled bull in a china shop.
Exactly.
You know. Yeah, and he was purpose built. It was seriously. He didn't. His interview skills lacked. We all know that.
Of course.
But
that
he had a plan until I hit him. Well, what's I mean?
Yeah, but it almost played. It played to his strength of just being in there. Like, because that's my whole thing. Is like a kind of a waterhead motherfucker that can just box. And like
that has hard strength.
Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why he's the. That's the reason why he's on fucking what was the name of the fucking movie? Hangover.
The Hangover.
Like you gonna get shit like that just from just being the Mike Tyson character. Instead of him being a boxer, he's Mike Tyson, and truthfully, Mike Tyson is a character.
He's an entity. You know, he's a character all into himself.
Yeah, and like I said, entity. Like. You don't have to be Mike Tyson to play Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
You can just act like Mike Tyson.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I think that, you know, boxing, it's still huge, but and to me, it feels like MMA is getting smaller, even though it's being more spread out. You know, it's spreading itself thin.
Yeah.
I remember when it first started, when it was truly like no rules other than like, what was it? No eye gouging or something, and no fish hooking.
Right.
They allowed headbutting.
When Hoist Gracie won the first one, you knew that dude could fucking fight, because didn't he have to like fight 3 or 4 guys that one night?
He did.
Yeah,
and he was the smallest there. Yep. He was the only one in like a true gi. And I think he was the only one that was like truly trained in a certain style, because everybody was a freestyle fighter.
Right.
Yeah, other than the one dude, it was Art Jimmerson, which was a boxer. And
that's right.
He had one boxing glove on, and then the other one was bare knuckle.
Yeah.
He's gonna really grab something. Like really fucking grab something and like work a it was funny. It is what it is.
Yeah. Now, Anderson, I'll go down saying like middleweights and stuff like that, like George St. Pierre and Anderson Silva. I really wish that we would have gotten that fight at some point in their careers.
Man.
If they could have just both, I will say this, I'm not going to go either way, because both of them are nice in their own right. But if both of them would have gotten their heads out of their ass and said, let's just fight at a catch weight just to do it.
Yep.
Yep. If they're always screaming about, you know, like how much they love the sport and we do it for the sport and all that.
Yeah,
give something back to the fans.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, I still look back at like
I look at it that now it's too late. Almost how Pacquiao and Mayweather was too late.
By far. Yeah. I mean, I think that Floyd Mayweather, and this is just me, his last truly good fight was against Ricky Hatton.
Yeah.
And he worked him though. He worked him with that chick.
See, and that's the thing, because that was the last time I ever saw Floyd go in, and you kind of doubted, like, man, Ricky Hatton got that one punch knockout and you're done power.
But the one a little bit after that, I kind of second guessed with the Canelo fight. I gave Canelo. I was like, even though Canelo was an up and comer, younger dude, but I was like, shit, Canelo, he has all the tools. He's young as fuck. But that's the only thing. And the fucked up thing about it is like, shit, a Canelo now, it would be a different fight, but like fucking Floyd's boxing IQ was just fucking
Oh, it's
leaps and bounds.
That's where he's. That's how he's winning fight. That's how he's won fights. I would say his last 4 or 5 fights was just based upon experience. It wasn't like you went out and go, man, Floyd showed me why he's the nicest out there. He's showing me why he's the greatest. You're just like, he got by. He survived. He's been touched, you know? Yeah. But then, like, going back to the MMA stuff, guys like Fedor Emelianenko. Yeah, he's literally the best fighter that's ever walked this earth. Mm-hmm. And he's kind of underrated because he doesn't have the star power, because I'm sure as fight fans, you guys know. Because he doesn't look like the
Japanese guys, though. He fought a bunch of Japanese, and damn, that's kind of funny. But like he beat a bunch of Japanese guys in Japan, of course, with pride. But as far as like combat sports, Floyd Mayweather, like, and I don't give a damn. But my thing, that it's all about opinion. But
it is
as far as the greatest combat sports fucking fighter of all time, I give it to Floyd, because he's fucking showed and proved and never fucking.
Now lost. I'm gonna pull a Coming to America move on you, and you know what that is?
Yeah,
I'm gonna call Rocky Marciano on your ass. Look at him. Look, hang your head in shame, because you know it's true.
If
Rocky Rocky would annihilate Floyd.
I think that fucking holy shit, Oscar De La Hoya would fucking Rocky Marciano, but Ali's too big.
Oh yeah,
Ali's just way too big. But like, I mean, I know we talking.
Oh, Ali and man, no, that's not.
It's too big. No,
that's
Rocky,
like, that shit you used to do with your little brother. We was like, come on, let's go right now. Let's go right now.
Or hey, how about this? How about a guy that we
Rocky Marciano would have got his ass beat by fucking Oscar De La Hoya or Castillo.
Oh man,
Oscar De La Hoya is fucking fine. Yeah.
Oscar De La Hoya would have punched himself out by the time that Rocky caught his second breath, and he would have thrown a punch. But we're looking over the best one out there in our lifetime. How about Evander Holyfield?
No, I mean, but he's another heavyweight. I can't even fucking really look at it as that. You know,
see, I like heavyweights. Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard.
No. Hagler, Leonard, and fucking Pernell Whitaker. Definitely.
Yeah. Like, I mean, hell, you can even throw Michael Spinks in there before Mike Tyson hit him.
Quick question: What would a Pernell Whitaker fight would Floyd look like to you? I think Floyd would fucking outbox him.
He would. And he would try to keep distance from him. Mm-hmm. And he would try to beat him on points.
Floyd is the GOAT. Because my thing, like, people don't understand. Like, okay, boxing is like, okay, it's a fight. But boxing is hit and not be hit. Yeah, it's exactly. It's science. It's to hit and not be hit. And he's the greatest to ever fucking do that thing. Hey, email me one of them. Is that a cigarette?
Yeah.
I got a cigarette. Oh, okay. I don't need a cigarette.
I won't be doing the other stuff live on your stream, bro. I'm not gonna get your shit taken down.
Oh no, I won't even get taken down. I don't think.
Oh yeah, YouTube's watching that shit, bro.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually subscribed to a couple of like Loaded Up Entertainment and what was that other one guy, Crutch 420, and they're getting videos and shit taken down.
What? But, yeah. That's crazy. And then people doing dabs on fucking Instagram.
Instagram, exactly.
That's fucking crazy.
Hey, so Gorilla Strong. So like, compared to, okay, well, wait. First of all, let me backpedal. First of all, like, do you watch like any other, I guess, pro wrestling podcasts on YouTube? Like, do you watch like Fightful or do you watch like Smart to Death? And shit like that.
I watch Joe Cronin.
Okay.
I watch Joe Cronin too. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I watch Joe Cronin. OK Fabe. I watch Steven Larson. I watch Wrestle Talk. I watch Cultaholic. What Culture. I watch all the big ones just like you guys do. Yeah. And I'm a member in in the wrestling community. I can say that I'm proudly banned by JD from New York. on Twitter. So,
wow.
So I mean, I throw up random shit on Twitter too. So, like, I mean, I know I talk mostly wrestling, but at the same time, I throw like old school hip hop shit out there because for fuckers that like you be like, oh shit, I remember that fucking song from 1991. How the fuck does this dude remember this shit? You know,
right.
Like today, I was jamming out to A Lighter Shade of Brown. Hey DJ, you remember that shit?
I think so. Hey DJ,
yeah, that's some like old school shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that I remember, but if I heard it, I'd be like, oh, okay, I remember. Like, it's one of them shit.
You'd hear by the time you heard 10 seconds of it, you'd go, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, exactly. Word.
It's one of those. It's like you remember the beat and shit.
Right. Yeah. But I was just saying that. Because I always tend to mention, like on here, like with us compared to like, you know, as you mentioned, like the Wrestle Talks and, you know, like even, you know, Fightful. I'm just naming some of the ones I listen to. Yeah, like all of them. I just feel like with us, like compared to them, like Wrestle Talk for a good example, like they do some good shit, but I feel like those guys are fucking corny, man. Like
it's because they're feeding into an audience. They're playing their characters. And you know, it couldn't be just like you're watching the news and there's like, okay, tonight on WWE Raw, it sucked. Good night, folks.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, they've got to have some type of entertainment value. And I think out of all those, and I've followed them since the beginning, is the original What Culture guys that created Cultaholic. And dude, Ross Tweddell is literally, I think, the funniest guy in wrestling ever.
That the big dude? That the bigger dude?
Yeah. Yeah, the old King Ross who does the WTF moments and shit.
Yeah.
He that fucker cracks me up because half the time I can't understand a fucking word coming out of his mouth.
He's like Tyson.
But yeah, exactly. Blah, 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 blah. You've got two teeth and you want tea and biscuits. Okay. But no, it's I've always enjoyed other people's points of view on the same topic that I enjoy, and I'm like I said, I'm 41. If the grays don't give it away, I'm old. But I've watched wrestling ever since I was probably 4 or 5 years old. I remember old school Wahoo McDaniel. I've met Big Boogie Woogie Man Jimmy Valiant. I actually trained with Boogie. So yeah.
Wow.
That's what's up.
That's
I did my year of training, but then I did 1 year of wrestling indies. Never wanted to make it big, never wanted to do anything major. I just wanted to do it just to say I did it and take a couple bumps and shit like that. And every once in a while a big dude likes to powerbomb a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. That's not your kid, because my thing is like, shit, you don't have to go through the wrestling school, but sometimes you can get a good power bomb in if you have a fucking little boy.
Exactly.
I've never power bombed my daughter, just to let everyone know I got one kid. She's 14.
Yeah.
I've never power bombed her one time.
All you do is just do the clothesline from hell every once in a while, right?
Yeah, a big lariat, a big ass lariat. But shit, man.
Oh my God, he turned her inside out.
The Rainmaker.
Right. But I was saying that, I said all that to say, Gorilla, is like, I kind of want us, like with us here, like Dear Vince and stuff, I kind of want us to like, have that aura about us. And that's why I was saying like, I want us to be like completely different from them. Because I want us, like when people, like you, like come into the chat and are watching us and
they're not doing that already, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, but I'm saying, but it's like when people come and they tune in to our shit, I want them to kind of walk away with the impression like these guys, you know what I'm saying? They are entertaining, but it's like we don't have to be no characters. Like we can be ourselves. I can be George, he can be Aaron, or Beer Drink, or Wrestling Mastermind, or whatever the fuck you want to call us or whatever. Like we just want to be like those authentic dudes. That's just like, like these dudes it's a genuineness about them. Not saying that all those other guys aren't genuine, but I'm just talking about, This as far as
I come out real shit. Like they're not genuine. It is. It's like they don't go on there like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna fucking and it's not dedication, to be honest, because I'm not dedicated to fucking do this every night. But it's like I want to. Like I'm having fun to talk wrestling for a couple hours.
Yeah, man.
So like it's not like that. But my thing, like, no, like to be honest, everyone. And truthfully, and the fucked up thing about it is the biggest one, Jim Cornette, is probably the less like them.
Yeah,
Jim Cornette would probably do his the drive-by wrestling podcast unmonetized.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because he likes educating people on wrestling, and that's my thing. Is like I'm not fucking. I'll put it like this: I'm not them. And I ain't been them for like George. I don't know how long you've been watching my YouTube shit. I've been doing vlogs, beer reviews, food reviews, this, that, and the other. I just found out damn a year and a half ago that there was even a such thing as monetization.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was just like, shit, it's fun to fucking do. And even these days, I'm like, shit, I'm definitely gonna fucking monetize the shit. I don't give a fuck. Right. But my thing though is just like, I look at it the way it's like, shit, it's wrestling. I just now started back watching wrestling about a year and a half to 2 years ago.
Yep.
So I'm like, shit, yeah, why not fucking talk wrestling?
Yeah.
How I want to, not give no fucks about it.
Yep.
And say exactly what the fuck I want to say. It is what it is.
Yeah,
I'm still on the call. I just went video silent for a second. I need to medicinate for a second.
Oh, okay. No, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, but no, you're right though. You're right though. I'm just saying, it's like I just watch these motherfuckers, and I'm just like, you know, like I mean, like Gorilla Strong was saying. I mean, like, you know, they have to, you know, like you said, they're feeding into their audience, and they have to, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, portray some type of character. But my thing is like, you know, you don't have to act like a bunch of fucking cornballs. Like these Wrestle Talk motherfuckers, they look like those dudes that you would, like, if you're in high school and you go into class, you know what I'm saying? They would be the geeks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, dude, look, I just got the latest edition of WWE magazine. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
like,
but I ain't gonna lie, I used to get them WWE mags. Ain't nobody.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I'm gonna be, you know, 100 about it. I still got some of them shits stored around here somewhere or whatnot. I used to collect those motherfuckers.
Plastic those and then shoot them to me, man.
I probably might do that. But I'm just saying, like, these Wrestle Talk dudes, like, they just be, you know what I mean? They just, like I said, they just act like those geeks or those nerds that you would, like, just want to throw paper balls at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They ain't like you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna never mess around and see them, like, you know, drink a beer, like, you know, while they talk. I'm not saying you gotta drink.
I think O'Connor be drinking beer sometimes, but I mean, that doesn't define anything. My thing though is just like it's almost a speech, man. It's just like if you jump on something, and I'll put it this way: I say I don't like female wrestling.
Right.
Them motherfuckers ain't gonna say that.
Right.
And truthfully, shit, I was like, shit, I shouldn't say that. And truthfully, like, I did a video about Fallon Fox in the MMA, and that shit got 500,000 or almost fucking 250,000 plays on my first channel. Like, I could talk about Nyla Rose, but now that I'm older, I know not to do that.
Yeah,
it is what it is. Yeah. But as far as like how I feel about it, no, Nyla Rose shouldn't fucking be wrestling against fucking 65-pound fucking smaller than my fucking 14-year-old daughter Rio.
Right.
Fuck out of here. That shit's stupid. It's stupid.
She should be having a bitch press contest with Awesome Calm.
Right.
Exactly. And crushing Awesome Calm because she's.
It's because you got a dick.
Because she used to be me.
He said because she used to be me.
Yeah, like fuck that shit. Like, but I ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna fucking insinuate that shit because it's bullshit. My thing, you're not allowed to fucking say what you want to say nowadays, and I understand that because I'm 27. But it is what it is.
No, just because people is sensitive as fuck now. That's the reason why you can't say what you want to say, because people take shit too serious. There's not a lot of people with a lot of thick skin now.
But then the whole thing about it, you can still say what you want to say, but then like it's just a thing like a thing small startup like this, you just lose momentum because people don't fucking want to fuck with it. But I'm cool with it. Like it is what it is. Like I said, man. But shit, this was definitely a good podcast. The fucking
Gorilla Strong, man.
Yeah. Shout out Gorilla Strong. I think we're gonna have to we're just gonna have to tune in as far as the fucking tag team
turmoil, whatever the fuck it is.
Bullshit. Like I don't know what the fuck that is or what it's
about. Are y'all really gonna watch that?
Hell no, not me.
I think I am.
Even if I do watch that shit, I'll put it this way: if I do watch that shit, I will probably bootleg it just so they don't get any money from me.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, did you have the network and did you cancel or? You did.
Yeah, I canceled. I canceled it right after WrestleMania.
Oh, after WrestleMania.
Damn.
And here's why: because I'll say this, Becky's push was fucking wrong. The way they interjected Charlotte, that whole fucking shit,
made them null and void, didn't it?
Yeah, it was that whole segment, that whole storyline was overbooked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was.
She was injured. She's back. She's fired. She's not. She's fined. Blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make her another Steve Austin.
Exactly.
Instead of just making it a match.
You know what upsets me most about this whole fucking roster?
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing. All right, let's rewind first before I get into this. Let's say you had Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you had HBK.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say you had the Undertaker and you had The Rock in the same locker room.
Sure.
And they each shoot their own fucking promo, right?
Mm-hmm.
None of them will ever mention, "Oh, I'm such a fucking fan of wrestling. Oh man, I looked up to so and so fucking much."
That's right.
How about this, Sasha? We know that you love Eddie. Eddie never knew you. Get over it.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Bailey, I'm glad. You know why your fucking heel turn was so loved? It's because you're not Randy Macho Man Savage with tits and a nice ass anymore.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
This whole thing of all the new superstars all are starstruck when look at Seth. When Seth was in there with Steve Austin and all of them and everything,
he looked out.
Dude, he looked like their little brother. Like, I'm one of the cool guys now. I get to hang out with my brother. Yeah, too sweet, man.
Especially with Becky Lynch and fucking The Rock. Yeah, you definitely could see that.
Yeah. It makes me sick because when I love the Attitude Era.
Oh hell,
me too. Yeah, that was the last era. That was the last era of professional wrestling, other than AEW right now.
Yeah, and I mean, I liked it because you never knew what the fuck you were going to see next week, but they made it to where you wanted to tune in.
Right.
Yeah.
Here, I seriously think if you took a break from WWE for a month, hell, 6 months,
right,
it wouldn't fucking matter.
It would.
No, it wouldn't. That's fucking. It would.
But remember when we were growing up, that if you felt like if you missed a week of wrestling, you felt like you were behind.
Oh yeah,
because you were fucked. Because you were fucked. But that's the whole thing that I've been saying, and it was kind of like at a point where I'm like, oh man, I may have to fucking just stop doing this shit, because it was just every week shitting on a copy and paste.
Yeah.
Even match wise, and like how the whole fucking the entire show went. It was like that. So I was like, but then.
Well, I even go back further. Like, think about it like this. Looking back at it, it was one of the worst storylines in WCW history. But remember the Black Scorpion storyline?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was watching Halloween Havoc 90 the other day, Gorilla Strong.
So check this out. Looking back at it, we're like, man, that was kind of corny, knowing the payoff.
Right.
But when we were watching that shit, and Sting is, getting, pretty much harassed by this black scorpion guy dressed up like a ninja.
Right.
Did that not make you sit there and go, man, I wonder who the fuck that is?
Right.
Yeah.
And you're like, when's he going to get attacked next? Or what he's going to be doing?
The only element that I get from that is the fact that we were kids. But we had thought that it was even more corny now.
Well, true. And now, y'all want to hear something really funny?
Yeah.
What's that?
When I was growing up, I wanted to be a ninja. I'm white. Okay, I'm Irish. Like I was born with a 6-pack in one hand and a potato in the other. But here's the I thought that if I took gymnastic classes and karate and ate enough rice, I could become a ninja.
Before parkour.
Yeah. Well, there was no parkour back in the 80s. Well, we called it just falling gracefully.
Wow.
But I always look back at like storylines like that, and then I look at shit that we've got now, and I'm like, we actually had it made back then because we had storylines that lasted years.
Yeah, you can rewatch it.
Like, okay, all right, let's say it right now. How many weeks until Natalya and Lacey Evans are tag team champions?
2. Wow.
2. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
How many weeks until they split up because Lacey Evans turns on Natty?
1
2
week.
weeks.
I think 1 week.
5.
You think they're gonna let them hold?
I think what they're gonna do is in 2 weeks they're gonna give them the belt right before or maybe even right after Crown Jewel because
I think they may bring.
We all know they're not going there.
I think they may bring the Iconics in to fucking like switch the shit up since they're the first champ.
Well, all it is like
that's the only reason why I said 1 because I'm a fan of Iconics.
It's the bar with tits.
Yeah. I got you.
True.
But they don't have the chemistry. Like, remember when Cesaro and Sheamus were having their best of 7 matches?
Yeah.
Remember how good some of those matches were?
They were very good to me. I enjoyed them.
I did too. That's the thing that made that tag team work, though, because as you were watching those matches, you're like, you saw it already in your head. You were thinking, man, these guys will be good as a tag team.
Yeah.
But now they're trying to do this with them, and you're like, Lacey Evans has a hard time looking natural walking in a ring. Right. I'm not saying she's bad because I will say that like women like Sonya Deville, when they first debuted on the main roster, she was awkward, she was hesitant, but now, dude, she's actually
good.
She's getting better.
Yeah, she's good. She's all right.
Yeah. I mean, I thought at first, I thought Mandy Rose was going to be some fluke, like, just eye candy, kind of like Eva Marie or something like that.
Right. Yeah, she's better than fucking Sonya Deville.
Yeah. I think so as well.
Yeah.
And, I think,
if they market her right, she could be the new Trish Stratus.
Yeah, and I think
that's kind of strong. That's kind of strong. There,
Trish wasn't that good. Like. People love Trish, but she
I think
even on her send-off, I think that Trish wasn't really that good. She had a couple good spots that she would do perfectly, but she wasn't that good. Like she's not a Bret Hart of women's wrestling, the way she could just fucking like mat wrestle the shit out. She had a couple like that's my thing with Trish is like she wasn't as good as fucking people think that she is. Real shit.
Lita was only over because she showed her thong.
Yeah. And she jumped from the top rope.
Yeah. And you know who I said during the
top rope.
All right. Top 2 female wrestlers during the Attitude Era in the WWF. Go. Top 2 only.
I say
Jazz and Molly Holly for me.
Okay.
Molly Holly was a good mat wrestler, so damn, I may have to steal that one. From the Attitude Era?
Yeah.
I'm going Lita 1, to be honest, just for the fact that, like, I guess I'm just a fan of skanks. I'm a fan of skank. It is what it is. Like, and not to say anything about, like, the bitch that I'm with or anything. Like, damn. I said that. But, like, no. My thing is, like.
Who was your second?
Lita. I ain't gonna say Molly Holly. Fuck.
You had Jackie, you had Jacqueline, you had Ivory, you had Victoria.
They were power wrestlers. I like fucking wrestlers, but wrestlers, which is crazy.
I mean, shit. You had who was it?
Y'all overlooking the best.
Who? No, don't
Luna
say
Vachon.
Yeah,
I never liked her. I like their character, but I didn't like her wrestler.
No, Luna,
dude.
I agree with him about. I can agree with you about Luna.
Lita. I think Lita. That's it.
I'd say Victoria and Luna.
Okay. Now I'm interested to hear your philosophy on that. Because those are two good. Those are two of the good ones.
Well, Victoria, because all right, here's all right.
Kim? I'm a pee real quick. Gail Kim, because she's hot.
Oh, you got to give it up to Gail Kim.
There you go.
She was good. But the reason why I would say Victoria is because back in those days, you had women that did moonsaults or a super kick as their finisher and move, and it was like, okay, cool, a chick kick, Mickey James, you know, moonsault, whatever. Victoria had the widow's peak,
right? And
I will say this: she's hit it on Stevie Richards, and she's hit it on some other guys. Dude, that legit looks like it. Whoever's selling it makes the move. I understand.
Right.
But that move always was over strong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nobody. I don't remember seeing any female kick out of the Widowmaker or the Widow's Peak.
No, I don't believe I did either. I don't think nobody kicked out of that move.
No, but the only thing that she had, as I would have a thumbs down, was remember when she did her little dancing gimmick?
Oh man.
Yeah, she came out there, shook her little ass and stuff. It was nice, but it was like, that's not her.
And you know what? It's funny that you mentioned that, because honestly, I think Bella stole some of that shit from her. Because remember how when Bella used to come out, she used to like swivel her hips?
Yeah.
I believe she did. I think she bit off Victoria. Because, you know, like when Victoria would come out, when she was doing that goofy shit, you know how she would shimmy? She would shimmy up and all of that. Like, I just like, why the fuck did she start doing?
I'm a bad girl with my bad self, Right.
What? No, give me the yes, I've lost my mind.
Exactly. Give me the tattoo lesbian Russian chick thing in my intro.
Yeah, all the things she said, all the things she said, right?
That's next up for Bailey.
Oh, yeah.
That you could be right about that. You could be right that monster looking at me. Will I ever be free?
I think they're just gonna let Bailey cook. And the one thing that I didn't like, because I gotta smoke this cigarette, man. If not, like, man, I'm about to just shove this shit right up my fucking asshole. Like, like Bailey, I think from the end of the show, like, I love the fucking, if you want to call it a heel turn, because you could already tell.
No, it's a heel turn.
Yeah, it was a heel turn. But you could tell for the past 2 weeks that it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell it was coming. But okay, boom, full-fledged heel turn, cool. I like everything up until she was walking away from the ring, because and then it looked like Becky Lynch 2.0. That's the only part I didn't like. When she was walking away from the ring up the damn ramp, she was like walking like almost like Conor McGregor with the fucking billionaire strut bullshit.
Like she's got a dick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, walking way too hard. Like, chill the fuck out, man. Like,
right.
Settle down there, Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, chill the actual fuck out. And that was the only thing I didn't like about it. But that was the only takeaway that I liked about fucking SmackDown last week.
Yeah. Especially when she cut out them fucking blow up dolls. Like that was the most gangster part of the whole thing.
Have you guys are you guys as hyped for the Darby Allin and Chris Jericho match on Wednesday?
You better fucking believe it. You better.
All right, now if you're, I'll say this: out of the people that are watching, if you don't know who Darby Allin is,
yeah,
I don't give a fuck if you've never seen a match of his. Go onto his Twitter and fucking watch his promo. If that doesn't make you want to fucking watch that match,
real quick,
because
does he do promo outside of like the promo for the show? Like, does he do like his own promo?
No, because this one here, the production value's on point, and it gave me cold chills. Remember when you heard Dusty Rhodes, the son of a plumber,
fucking my hand,
that promo,
when
you're like, man, that fucking hits home, that hits close, dude. It felt real again, and it also felt real because Chris Jericho's sitting there going, Chris Jericho's not going to be there next week.
The pain
maker is going to be there, and that's where I love about Chris Jericho is that he's got so many feathers in his hat that he can do no wrong.
Right.
Yeah,
he can lose a fucking title belt, like literally lose it and make that over.
Right.
It's insane what this guy's talent level is, and no wonder Vince is fucking pissed.
Real quick, and I'm not trying to fucking bleed over into probably another live. Do you think that they're gonna change the titles over with a Darby Allin? No way.
No
way in hell. Okay,
no.
Just making sure.
But I will say this:
they're gonna give a good.
They're gonna make Darby Allin look so fucking good in this match.
Oh hell yeah!
Because they gave him a match with Cody that went 20-minute time limit, so they have to do it.
Exactly.
Cody's going versus
Pac.
Jericho
or not against Mox.
He's going.
And I'll tell you this: I love how they interjected Pac into the Kenny Omega,
John Moxley.
That right there. And Mox's his promo that he cut, they should have shown at the very beginning of AEW last Wednesday.
Should have known.
Where he was like, "Oh, you were worried about my elbow, saying it wasn't good." Blah blah blah. He's getting it's almost like he shot it with his own phone, kind of like I'm doing now, where he's like going in close and coming back out, like doing all this other shit and getting up in the camera and stuff.
That's what they do with being the elite shit. So they may have just taken the fucking portion of that and fucking shot it in there, like
because you remember that's like the old school way. I remember the studio, promos and stuff like that, and the backstage ones. But the ones that are the raw ones, those are the ones that I always kind of gravitated more towards anyway. Like the Mankind when he was in the boiler room and shit like that.
Oh,
that's where you're going.
What about Stone Cold Steve Austin and ECW?
Yes. Hell, we'll go back. We'll go back to Steve Austin when he was at his ranch.
Yeah.
I mean, when he got so pissed off, he's on a bridge and he throws the Intercontinental title off the fucking bridge, and The Rock is sitting there going, that's when promos really meant something. Nowadays, it's just like it's a production to just pump the match. It's like they're going through it, they're going through the motions, blah blah blah.
But going back to what you said about that Darby Allin promo, dude, I'll agree with you. Like, and AG, if you haven't seen it, man, do what our boy Strong said, man, and go look at that shit. Because, dude, I saw that shit today.
Yeah.
And, dude, like, from the first 5 seconds, when you see that smoke and he's walking through that smoke, I'm like, shit. I'm thinking to myself, for a minute, I got lost in it. I'm just like, dude, he might win the fucking title on
exactly. And Chris is never going. Chris Jericho would never work with anyone that he doesn't think that he couldn't elevate.
But that's my thing. Neither would Cody.
No, exactly.
I thought Cody would want a clean win over Darby.
No. See, that's the thing. I think he wants to stay face. I think he really wants to. I think he wants to save face because if he's the owner
as a back behind the scenes guy, because he saved face, but for behind the scenes guy by having to go the full 20 minutes.
But at the same time, he saved face because even with us, like I wouldn't call us critics, but true fans,
right?
When you see someone like oh, look, this is a guy that is from the Indies that I haven't watched, but maybe one or maybe two times. Oh, but I know who Cody is. And then all of a sudden they'd go a 20-minute time draw. That automatically, man, let me take another look at this cat right here.
Right.
Hey, real quick though, if I gotta hit this cigarette, if Cody, I mean, it is what it is. If Cody beats, or not Cody, if Jericho beats Darby, cool. That's what's expected. If Darby beats Jericho tomorrow, is it a swerve or is it just a clean?
I say it's a swerve. Because the thing of it is, AG, like everybody's it's a swerve because we all still have common sense of knowing, like, okay, we know at Full Gear it's gonna be Cody versus Jericho. The only reason why they would do that, in my opinion,
for next week from the winner back.
No, the reason why I think they would do that is simply for ratings, because they know they're in competition with NXT, and they like, all right, Triple H, you ain't got the balls to put Matt Riddle over against Adam Cole. Watch this. Watch this.
Matt Riddle,
you got a point there.
I'm telling, because I'm telling you, man, like that's what I was telling you before. Before I even put you on the AEW AG, that's what I was telling you before about Cody. The main advantage that AEW has, and the reason why Cody is so valuable, is because he's been in WWE. He knows how they play the game.
Yep.
That's the most dangerous thing Vince McMahon and them could have ever done, is to shove that kid's career down the fucking toilet. And now he's got his own shit. And now you talk about you want to go head to head with them? Oh, watch. Oh, you ain't
it's war now, but the thing that I don't think that they're going to do is fucking put Darby Allin over Jericho.
I mean,
but that was my whole thing. Like, if they do you think it's going to be a swerve?
It's going to be a swerve.
A legitimate fucking champ.
Yes.
Or will it just be the next week? Boom.
No, it will be a legitimate.
They're already promoting Jericho and what you call it? Jericho and
Cody.
Yeah,
I know, but it would be a listen. I'd say that Gorilla.
It'd be good for TV, to be honest.
Yeah, that's my point. I'm talking. It would be it would simply be a ratings ploy to say WWE. Okay, WWE, you say anything can happen. Okay, we're gonna show you anything can happen.
But I'll say this. Let me interject. When, let's say, anytime, remember when the Miz and Dolph were flip-flopping the Intercontinental title back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Right.
And how it cheapened the belt and cheapened the title.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Jericho's had it for a while, and yes, he's mainstream. And yes, they're getting mainstream buzz about that. I don't think that they would risk putting it on Darby, since he's not on that level yet. Maybe talent-wise, yes, but no, he's not as well known. They're still in infancy. I think that, like I said, I think they're going to use this to make Darby look stronger, and it's not going to be a decisive, dominant win. I believe it's going to be Chris Jericho literally getting through by the skin of his teeth.
Word.
Right.
And it makes a lot of sense. And truthfully, what if they even do that whole thing? Like, he's a skateboarder, right? A skateboarder going wrestling, right? What if they fucking have another draw to where he can, like, he's like, boom, like, I'm right there to get it. But every
street fight though, AG. It's a street fight though. It's a street fight. Yeah, you can't have it.
And Taz is going to be there too.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That's fucking dope. That's just real dope.
I'm wondering if he's going to get involved though.
Nah.
Ooh.
I think Taz is super retired. To be honest.
Well, I mean, we're not talking like him like throwing a Tazplex on somebody, but like, you know, him maybe taking a bump or something from Jericho or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But does he have any ties to any of them? I don't think so. Nah,
they're in Philadelphia. It's going to be a Philadelphia street fight.
Oh,
Philadelphia is the home of ECW.
Right.
The Bing word. That could be a thing. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got to think of it from like all angles and shit too. So I mean, shit like that.
Even to elaborate on what Gorilla Strong is saying, AG. Look, I compare this to and I know you'll remember this, Gorilla Strong, and you will too, Aaron. Back in 1997, when Luger beat Hogan on Nitro, like a week before Hog Wild. Nobody saw that shit coming.
Hey, yeah. I was there. You can look at that video on YouTube. I had on a Rey Mysterio, aqua green or some shit. Rey
so wait,
Mysterio.
you were in that city when he beat Hogan? It was in Atlanta. Oh yeah, it was in Atlanta. You're right.
Yeah, it was in Atlanta. Like when you said when Goldberg beat Hogan.
No, I said when Luger beat Lex Luger beat Hulk Hogan.
Oh, no, not that one.
No. I was saying to compare this match, Darby Allin and Jericho, to Luger and Hogan back in '97, a week before Hogan had to defend the belt at Hog Wild. WWE.
That's giving those old timers way too much talent credit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right. No, I'm just saying. I
know what you mean. I see the comparison. So, but if they do, they would have to do something like fucking astronomical to make Darby Allin a household name, just like Chris Jericho is now.
Right.
But the thing though with that is the fact of the spots that Darby can do when he's willing to do.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I already know they're not gonna fucking shoot him through fucking light tubes on top of fucking shitty fucking.
They'll leave that for Jimmy Havoc.
Yeah,
Vanilla.
They're not gonna do shit like that. But my thing though that people don't understand, like the coffin drop is crazy. Like I like the way it looks in ring, but when he does it on the fucking apron, that shit's like,
yeah. That's like, that motherfucker dead. He dead.
Yeah, if you taking a bump, period. Imagine doing it on that fucking part of the ring.
I'll tell you this.
And not like this, but like this. Ew.
Yeah. My first day in wrestling camp, like training ever, right? I did literally probably about 2 hours of just flat back bumps.
Oh, God.
And I ran the ropes countless times. And I'm going and I'm like taking, I'm showing how to post and stuff like that, and I'm taking body slams and shit. And then their head trainer comes in. Well, their head trainer is about he was shorter than me. He was probably about 6 foot tall and easily 400 some odd pounds.
Man.
Yeah. And they told me, they're like, it's customary for day one rooks to take a Vader bomb from this dude named House. And I'm like, yeah, when your dude's name is House, I'm like, okay, well, the way me and House met was very actually funny. We were doing rope-a-dopes where, you got one guy in the middle, you come out and you're all wrapped around the ring, and one person comes out and acts like they're dazed. They'll post up, take a body slam, or maybe like a lariat or something like that. Well, House was the guy in the middle, and he was going around, and I actually came in on the backside, and one of the other trainers was like, House, you've been slamming everybody here pretty easily. What are you going to do with that guy? He turns around and he's like looking at my chest, and he's like, all right, I'm not body slamming you, but here's what we're going to do. And he's like, goes into it. And then I end up, at the end of the day, I ended up taking a fucking Vader bomb from this big son of a bitch. And it put everything in perspective really quick that these guys, no matter how small or how big they are, they all work their asses off. And that shit hurts, because my next day, my ribs on my back on both sides were black as hell, and I've never I have never been more sore in my life. And I went through infantry boot camp in 1996 in Fort Benning, Georgia.
Fort Benning, word. That's
Yeah.
That's Columbus, right?
Yeah, that's right near Columbus. And we're talking in the middle of the fucking summer. So it's hot as fuck down there and fire ants everywhere. So going through that and then going through that, and I'm sitting there going, I'd much rather just go through another 9 weeks of basic than go through that shit. But I still kept going because it was just a love for it, because it becomes a family. And I understand how, you know, the new age guys can look up to the old school guys.
Yeah.
But what I was getting at was, I wish that they could just cut their own cloth, be their own fucking character.
And they're not allowed to in WWE. It's fucked up.
Yeah. And that's what I really hope, that AEW never clips these guys' wings like Darby Allin.
Yeah,
but fucking Orange Cassidy. If you guys don't get him I
love him.
It's funny,
dude. That is so fucking great.
Yeah,
it's funny.
It is, and it shows him off in his athletic abilities as well. Who can fucking keep up with your goddamn hands in your pocket?
Right.
But my thing though, who can be that character and get it over without wrestling?
Exactly. You better know how to fucking wrestle.
Yeah.
And he doesn't say a word.
Yeah.
He doesn't say a word.
It's weird.
And he's already, in my opinion, one of the most over characters right now at AEW. Did you hear the fucking pop?
Just by him being on camera.
Right.
When the best friends separated and they zoomed in on him, the crowd went absolutely they were jerking off on each other.
Right.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And on top of that, did you see last week there was a damn kid dressed like him?
Yeah.
Tim Ross even acknowledged him. He said, "Little Orange Cassidy over there." I'm like, this dude already got people dressing up like him.
It's fine. It's fine. Orange Cassidy is dope. But then this is the thing that kind of weirds me out. It's like, okay, I like Orange Cassidy. I'm an old school wrestling fan, to be honest. I like flips and shit too. I like ricochets. I like fucking Buddy Murphys. I like, truthfully, even Seth Rollins and his fucking when he's really doing shit.
Burn it down.
When he's actually wrestling.
Right.
Like, I like those too. But then people like Jim Cornette, like, this Orange Cassidy, like, as far as just doing.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit was funny when he said he looked like.
No, he's funny, but it's like you gotta kind of respect it. But like, I understand what he's saying as far as like wrestling a damn blow up doll and then wrestling against an invisible person.
Right.
It is bad, but it's like, nigga, as far as like the sport.
Right.
Exactly.
We've broken kayfabe many years ago.
Right.
Leave it there. Like, truthfully, if I were Jim Cornette, I wouldn't even fucking cover it or talk about it.
Right.
Rather than say something about it.
You know, the only person that's keeping kayfabe alive is fucking Lacey Evans when she's bitching out fucking Canadian troopers.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know, this is what gets me. She got flack for that shit.
Yeah, I know. It's bullshit.
That means it worked.
Exactly. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, are you people that big of marks that you actually believe that she would actually do that?
Right.
This is a veteran of the U.S. military.
Like, come on, man. Like, come on.
You know, she got the ticket, and then she was like, hey, I'm Lacey Evans from the WWE. Can I do this? I think it would be great. I'll buy you guys lunch today.
Right.
You nasties. You know, and it's from what I've heard, backstage, she's actually one of the sweetest people in the world.
That's what I was just about to say.
I would doubt it because she seems like the most mature person. Like, and it's weird as far as like, because it's all fake.
She carries herself like a mom. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
She acts like a mature person.
Dude, if you I'm gonna tell you what, Aaron. Go on go look up Busted Open Radio. That's one of my favorite fucking podcasts. I love
with Bully Ray.
Bully Ray and them. Go and listen to the Lacey Evans episode. When I tell you Lacey Evans and I know this word gets thrown around a lot in the 21st century, but I truly believe Lacey Evans is,
that'd be funny stuff.
No, I was gonna say Lacey Evans is probably one of the realest, probably one of the most honest, genuine women in pro wrestling. Like, if you listen to that girl's story and what that girl has been through,
that's what's up.
I'd have a.
I like her off the bat. She's dope.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you really got to listen to her story and what she's been through, and like how she got into, and the reason why she got in the military. I'm not gonna even spoil it.
Yeah,
you gotta go listen to that shit, bro. That shit hit home. Like, I could relate. I could relate to somebody like I'm gonna tell you how real it is. I almost want them to turn her baby face, because if they turn her face, I'm telling you, if people,
it's over. It's over,
bro.
That could be what they're doing now.
If they pushed her with her story of her like real life as a storyline, they would never be able to turn her heel again.
Yeah. But the whole thing about it, though, that may be what they're doing now.
I can only think that's the only reason why.
Yeah. Because it is money. It is money. Because, like, my thing as far as women's wrestling, there's not a bunch of money in there. Like you did the whole Bailey turn, cool. So that's just, oh shit, that you could call it a swerve. You could call it something that like shouldn't.
You saw it coming. Everybody saw it coming.
Yeah. But that one is kind of one where they can actually build it.
Like, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you how real it is too. Like it, like Gorilla said, if they really like wake up and really like go all in on making Lacey a babyface. I'm talking about as a singles wrestler. I know this is gonna sound bold as shit, but she will be the female Daniel Bryan.
Yes,
she will be the underdog. She will be the relatable underdog that people will get behind.
I gotta watch her story because I have no idea.
Go to Busted Open, look up Busted Open Radio, and scroll down to where it says Lacey Evans joins the show. Listen to it in its entirety. Don't
and go in it completely open-minded, like
open-minded.
I like Lacey Evans. Like she's like.
But I'm saying you're gonna love Lacey Evans after this.
Yeah,
seriously.
You're gonna look at you're not gonna be able to look at her and judge and quote unquote judge her ever again.
Right, bro. I'm gonna say
that woman right there. I'll say this: I don't know her personally.
Right.
I don't know what she's like with her husband, and yes, she's married.
Yep.
But I will say this: her daughter has got an amazing female icon to look up to.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up.
If she follows what her mom has gone through and listens to her wisdom, her daughter's going to be okay.
Oh, right. 100. That's what's up.
And I'm gonna tell you this too. And like I said, I ain't gonna spoil it, but she even did an interview. She did an interview with Xavier Woods on his shit, up, down. And Gorilla, I know you know where I'm going with this. Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil the whole thing, but one thing that she said that was just like, okay, you know what? I fucks with you for real, bro. And I'm gonna tell you this, AG. You ain't gonna find no women. You ain't gonna find no woman in pro wrestling realer than this. This fucking woman said she's still sleeping in her fucking car, bro.
Yeah,
and she got money. WWE now. Big stupid money.
What, just to keep like her?
She's building for her daughter.
It's humility, bro. It's humility.
Yep.
That's real. That's real humility. When she say I'm just like when she say I'm normal just like you, you believe that shit, bro.
Yeah.
You believe that shit, bro.
But my thing, do you believe it? Like, does she really do it? But in my thing, like, I'm the devil's advocate. Like, I fucking call a spade a spade. Like, cool. But if she's that real to even say it, she probably did it at least once. Is my thing. Like, she probably did it once. You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't do it every night. But like, she probably, you know what I'm saying? She did it once, but it is what it is. But my thing, that shit, it is like, truthfully, if that's her mentality, because like a mentality is unbreakable, and that's what people don't understand. A mentality is unbreakable. Like, if you have a mentality of integrity, your integrity is over everything. That's how I am, to be honest. Like,
because I ain't never heard of
that. That's her, and she did it that one time. It is what it is, and that's a good thing, definitely, to say. It's good and it's dope, but my thing though, it doesn't even matter if your story is 100%. But yeah, it's. I'll put it this way: I'm not trying to take anything away from her story, but I know for a fucking fact she's not doing that. But I understand what she said. Maybe the first night that she got there, she's like, you know what, damn, like it almost felt like a dream. You know, I'm gonna fucking do this shit, and then fucking jump back, and then it feels like a dream when you inside.
Listen to her interview. You'll
definitely get it, because bro, hey, I ain't gonna lie, Aaron, I don't
fucking not believe her.
No, I'm just saying, like, because when I listen to that interview, like, Aaron, and you can say whatever the fuck you want to say about me. I don't even give a shit. Listen to that interview and listen to her story, bro. I damn near low key almost shedded a tear, because that shit hit home, bro. Like, real.
Why didn't you?
No, because I'm just saying, like, it ain't
because he ain't a bitch.
No,
why didn't you?
No, because I'm just saying. I'm saying because, like, it didn't get to me. It didn't get to me like to that point, but I felt my eyes starting to.
Ask a man if she's still in there. So that shit like that always gets me. I just don't fucking video myself doing.
No, I'm just saying, like, my eyes. No, I'm just saying, like, my eyes just started to well up, like, just listening to her, like, really explain her story. And it wasn't on no character shit either. Like, that was really like whatever the hell her real name is. That was her government name in that interview. You weren't listening to Lacey Evans. You were listening to her government name.
That's cool.
And I'm just like, man, like, I never knew that. Never knew that at all.
Look, real quick. Can I ask you, or not ask you a question, but like the one thing that I will say now that's weird, as far as like being a fan of the sport of professional wrestling and watching wrestling, but then at the same time, it's like, why? You know, I didn't watch NXT or fucking 305 Live and that bullshit, right? It's not bullshit, but I just didn't watch it. Even with the WWE Network, after Raw, after SmackDown, I didn't watch it. But when Lacey Evans, that's what's fun. I started watching NXT a little bit, and then after that, started watching Raw. They introduced Lacey Evans. I like the gimmick. I like the way she looked. I like the way she talked. And cool. But my thing though, why would it just resonate with me the way it's like, I like her? Because she's just a real ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Because the story.
Because the story.
That's my thing. I didn't even know anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this right here, you're going to get a deeper connection. You know, like when you're growing up, you had your favorite wrestler, and you felt like you had a connection with them because, hey, I can relate with them, or your own like a superhero.
Right.
You know, like me, I love the Hulk because I wanted to be big.
Yeah.
Ta-da, I'm big. But anyway, the thing is, it's like now as I'm older, it's like I want to relate with someone that kind of, I wouldn't say has the same upbringing as me, but I don't want to see somebody that, you know, is like Triple H when he was with, you know, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, the Silver Spoon, you know, debonair guy. You want somebody that's
Are you a fan of MJF? Are you a fan of MJF? What's your thought on MJF?
Hold on, let him get to the Lacey stuff first. There, you get excited.
No. I just had to throw the MJF in because he was on that.
Oh, I think he's he is an amazing heel.
Yeah, he is.
And he's one of those guys that even if they do turning babyface at any time, he's still going to be that cocky, arrogant asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're going to kind of love it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which we already do. And you know that when he comes out, he knows he's got you in the palm of his hand.
Yeah, he's just waiting. He's just waiting to turn heel.
Right. Yeah. He's charismatic. He's got charisma out the fucking ass.
Yeah, he does.
Well, hey guys, I hate to jump off of here, but I do have to work tomorrow
because I've got a bogey and then I got a damn lay down. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Shout out Gorilla Strong. And I said it is what it is. What ain't what's gonna be once again. Shout out Gorilla Strong for the damn. I didn't want to go in there 3 hours, but anyway. But it is what it is. We're gonna go at a beer can fail there. This is a long.
Thank you guys for having me on, man. It was a pleasure talking with you guys, man.
Yeah, dude.
It's all good. What we're gonna
we appreciate you, man, for taking the time out to check us out, man.
Definitely.
That's love, man.
I've been watching this guy right here ever since him and Dame have been like had their beef and shit. And I will say I found him because of Dame, and I'll say this: his fucking food reviews, literally, I can't be eating or drinking nothing when I watch them shits. Yeah, because he had me the first time. I forgot which one it was, the first one, but dude, I shot fucking Mountain Dew out of my nose when you were doing this rewind shit and going and making fun of Joey's World Tour and shit. I'm going, this motherfucking clown. I fuck with him, dude. I fuck with him, and then started watching all of his other shit, and I'm like, then when I started seeing him go live, I was like, oh shit.
Didn't even know I watched wrestling. Didn't even know I watched wrestling shit, and this definitely brand new shit 2 years ago.
Oh, dude, that's another thing we could talk hours about rap.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. And my thing is like, shit, you a fan of already the Rugged Man? I fucking chill. He's cool as fuck.
Yeah. I still listen to some of the mainstream stuff, but I'm underground. I'm old school. I'm the grimy shit. I listen to the stuff that I look like I would listen to. Put it that way.
Right. You on that necro? You on? And hey, this is fucked up.
The Brother Ali shit with his long ass beard.
Right.
Look, we're gonna end a lot, but just how you said, I'm gonna profile him. I'm a police officer right now. But my thing, most police officers are fucking just about to fucking their day.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to my brother that hates locking up people, hates fucking with people for the fact that he's at his job longer. That's what being a police officer is. They don't want to lock you up. If you fuck up, you do. But my thing though is like, okay, you listen to Necro, you listen to Cage, you know who Cage is. You know who Sage Francis is, possibly Atmosphere. Nonfiction is probably one of your favorite rap bands.
Yeah, Ill Bill, Sabat Red, La Coca Nostra. Let's see, Psycho Realm, Sick Jack, and the whole fucking Soul Assassins family.
I'm gonna shoot you one that normal people probably wouldn't even really remember from Sound Bombing, aka Raucous Record. You probably know who Brooklyn Academy is. You're probably a fan of Word of Mouth.
Yeah, boy. How about Cunnilingus?
Cunnilingus.
Cunnilingus.
I've done a track with DJ No.
What?
Yeah, I've done a track with DJ No. And fucking I've done a track with DJ No. Real shit. Funny.
No, I've worked security for a few hip hop groups and shit, like the Goody Mob and shit. That was fun. Yeah. I told the story about when I met Gip the first time, man. That was hilarious because every time I hear or see him pop up in my IG scroll or anything, every time I think, Gip, a 2002 hobo off that Trans DF Express shit. And I went up there and I just straight up said that shit to him, and he fucking choked and shit on the fucking. It was fucking hilarious.
Wow.
He was like, "What the fuck?" He turned around, and I mean, he's literally built like a stack of dimes, you know. And he smiled. He got all those gold teeth in his mouth, and he's like, "You a funny ass, big ass white boy." And he was like, "You working tonight?" And I was like, "Yes, sir. I'm your personal security tonight." He's like, "Well, I know my ass is in good hands."
At the time, definitely. In Georgia at the time during the DF Express, wasn't it?
Oh, dude, it was. I mean, the thing is, I mean, hell, you're from the South. You realize how much, Outkast and Dungeon Family, what they really meant down South.
Hell yeah.
I mean, put this way, I'm in Virginia, right? And we felt that shit up here. When Southern Playalistic Cadillac music, when that first hit, I'm going, uh-oh. The South got something other to say than Uncle Luke over there with 2 Live Crew. Because at that time, the South was nothing but Miami bass. That was it.
Yeah.
And then you got like Dre. You got 3 Stacks up there. Nobody steps to 3 Stacks when it comes to like any type of beef. Have you noticed that? Nobody's ever called him out.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you why.
But my thing, he don't talk shit though. It is what it is.
Well, think about this. He even invites motherfuckers too in that song. The whole world. His verse is saying, "Do it, I dare you, motherfuckers."
Right. The only motherfucker that could out rap fucking Andre 3000 is fucking Pharaoh Monch, I think.
Get the fuck up.
Pharaoh Monch.
Get the fuck up.
Pharaoh, even Talib Kweli could probably. But
man, do you guys follow Talib on Twitter?
On everything. I follow Talib on.
He's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite lyricists of all time.
Here's the thing. I love that motherfucker to death, but I'm afraid to comment at all on any of his shit on Twitter. I'm white. He will hate me. I know it.
It's so political. It's bullshit.
He is. I mean, I respect him for what he does and what he says.
But most isn't. You would think that most would be more like that than it was bullshit. It is what it is. Yeah.
And I mean, I miss Guru. I miss Guru.
Oh shit, we still live, man. I could be off of that shit. What the fuck am I doing? I'm gonna end the shit.
Oh.